Beyond bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, flips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises. It just had to be. Dack's corner and it goes. Glance towards goal, and Rovers have taken the lead. And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season.
Hi, I'm Morten Gans Pedersen, and you're watching Rovers Chat.
Hello and welcome back to the Rovers Chat. Today, an exciting day. We are going away down to Reading, and you know what? I'm excited. 8 o'clock kickoff, and 3 out of 3. Can we make it 4 out of 4? I hope so. It's not the usual horse. We usually have Jared on these, but Jared spending some quality time with his daughter today. So, you know, let's hope that we can get a result today for Jared's daughter. You know, I'm hoping all the best. I wish him the best today, but you've got me today, unfortunately. You've got Matt. I'm joined with a couple of friends in the background. You'll probably hear them if Blackburn score. If we manage to get a stream, we're trying to find a stream at the minute. I'm currently texting Dan. And yeah, you know, in the comments now, leave us what you think the score is going to be. You know, how many points we're going to pick up. I want to know. I want to know all your thoughts on today. And you know what? I'm going to kick it straight away with Jack87 here. Vale to score tonight. A very interesting one with Vale. You know, he's starting tonight, and you know, every time he's played for us, he's not looked bad. He hasn't. He's a good youngster. He looks very composed. He's matured a lot since his loan days. You know, he went out on loan last season. He didn't do much, but he's with us, and you know, JDT looks to put a bit of faith in him this year, and I'm excited to see Jack Vale in action. Actually, against Reading, we know they're not the best of sides at the minute. With a 4-0 loss to Rotherham, which everyone expects Rotherham to go down. 4-0 loss, only four shots on target that game as well, all coming from Rotherham, and all of them went into the back of the net. Pretty sure it's Lumley in net for them. We'll be looking to carry on that tradition in scoring every shot on target today. I think we'll get a good win today. And here's Ryan Edwards. Where is Jared? I know. I'm sorry you stuck with me today. Jared's, like I said before, reiterating my point. He's with his daughter watching the game. You know, so let's you know. I hope the boys go out there today and get a good win for Jared's daughter, because I am rooting for Jared today. I'm hoping to get him on later if we score full time. Hoping to give him a little ring and get him onto the live stream as well. And yeah, you know, it's exciting times. Here's another prediction today from Engin. 2-0 tonight, lads. Diaz penalty and Daki off the bench. Much chuck a cheeky quid on it. Go chuck a cheeky quid on it. I'm hoping all the best. I wish I could say Daki will come off the bench and do something today, but I think it's still a progress of let's just see where injuries are at with him. You know, he's we all know his quality, don't we? We really do. And I hope that tonight he can come off the bench and do something. But I'm going to get up on my phone now. Let's get the starting 11 up. Only released half an hour ago. So in net, Kaminsky. It's an obvious one, really. I mean, that save against West Brom, that literally got us the 3 points. If it weren't for that save, then we're there with only a point, really. So, you know, big up Kaminsky. He's in there. Up right back, Colin Brereton as usual. I mean, he's brilliant, isn't he? I mean, he's come in, he's done the job. He's done everything he can. And, you know, I get why JDT's showing faith in him at the minute, because we haven't got anyone else, really. Rankin Costello is the only real right back option, but he's been doing absolutely brilliant so far. Also, Phillips starting today. Good to see the lad out there, isn't it? I mean, come on, 17 years of age, and he doesn't look out of place one little bit, does he? He was very much protected, though. JDT did come out after saying that he was protected, and you can tell whenever he got the ball, you know, you saw Travis, you saw a few of the others come towards him to protect him all game. But I mean, he looks a real quality, doesn't he? There's links with him today about him going to Tottenham, going wherever. But you know what? He looks brilliant. I think we'll keep all of him. Elliot Jackson came out before from Lancs Live saying we're going to keep him. And, you know, you can't go wrong with that, really, can you? Ayala looked strong all season. Our Spanish man, he looks great. And if he can stay injury-free, then who knows what can happen. You know, he could pick up captaincy instead of Travis, I think, because the way he's been leading that back line, it's been absolutely amazing. Got Pickering at left back as well. You know, anyone else, you don't expect anyone else to start there, really. Pickering's been doing amazing. New captain this year, Travis. Travis looks great. 2 goals in these first 2 games. I mean, if you look at it, he's been a real winner for us. He's been scoring most games. So let's hope he can keep that going. We got Buckley as well. Buckley's looked good, you know. he's put his body on the line. He's been doing what he's had to, and then also Sammy Schmeichel to complete the midfield. I mean, how good is he since he's come in? He's been absolutely amazing, hasn't he? He's been absolutely great. We've got Dolan starting today, first start of the season, I believe. He looks like he needs to get them games in now. I think Reading's the perfect game to get him in. Reading haven't looked good, you know. At the end of the day, this is a perfect game for him to show what he's all about. Brereton Diaz up front, no other. You know, Nice have come in. I think it was a stupid bid, weren't it? 8.6 million with 5 million add-on. It's ridiculous. No way we're selling our 22 for that. And Jack Vale, like we picked up before, an interesting one to start today's game. But you know what? I think that, again, it's another perfect day for Dolan and Vale to show what they're all about. On the bench, we've got Pers, Eden, Rankin Costello, Morton, Dak, Hedges and Gallagher. One player I want to pick up on there is Tyler Morton. How good did Tyler Morton look when he came on against West Brom? I mean, Buckley had to go into right back. It was a bit of a mess, weren't it, at the back last time out against West Brom. We had Pickering playing left centre-back. We had Ayala playing right centre-back. We had Buckley at right back, and also at left back we had Eden. And no slack to Eden. You know, he came on. He did the job in the end, but I don't fancy seeing him in the starting lineup anytime soon, because when he did come on, there was a lot of balls given away. But yeah, that's the lineup for today. I'm expecting a lot. I think we will win today. I'm not going to jinx it. Touch wood. I think we should get a win today. But we've also got Adam in here. He's saying, "Hi, Rovers Chat. Hi, Adam. I hope Rovers will win 3-1 up the blue and whites." And you know what? With how Reading have played recently, you know, it's not going to be an easy game by all means. I'm not going to come in here and say that we should be battering Reading 5-6-0. We shouldn't be doing that. At the end of the day, I think they'll give us a game. We're away from home. It's going to be an odd one. It's a long trip down there. The lads are going to be tired, but you know what? I think we will come away with a win. I don't think they'll score. They haven't looked threatening whatsoever recently. I haven't looked threatening one little bit, but I think we will get a nice win. I think it'll be a clean sheet again as well, keeping Kaminsky at that top round. We've got Ryan here. No time at all to prepare, or a thin squad will suffer. And you know what, Ryan? You're right. Playing against West Brom on a Sunday and then straight away getting chucked into the thick of it on a Wednesday, as well. It's not ideal, but I think we will come away. I think if we want to play any team at this point, it would be Reading, because I mean, look at it. They haven't looked good, and I'm not trying to slander them whatsoever. They haven't looked impressive whatsoever. Attacking wise, they haven't looked good. Midfield wise, we know they can string a few balls together. I mean, the stats tell you that. If you look at the stats of Reading, the passing accuracy, you know, they've got it in them. But will they cause any trouble today? I can't see it happening. I really can't. We've got Adam here with Lumley and Gorville should have a go from Rovers half, and I think that sums it up perfectly for today. I think JDT's seen it. He's seen how Reading are playing, and I think that giving the youngsters a chance today, I mean, with Dolan and Vale up front, if you're going to class them as youngsters because they're getting some game time now, it's up to you. But I think that them two will come in, and I think that we should get some goals today. I say 2-3-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if we walked away from today's game with a 4-5-0. Honestly, Reading don't look that good at the minute, and I can only see us going all out attack today. I think we've seen what we did against West Brom. It was a very laid back approach. You know, we kind of accepted the facts against Swansea as well. We accepted the facts they were going to get more possession than us, but you know, today I think we're going to show what JDT's army can do with possession. I think it'll be good. Here we've got Danny Gold channel with the Chilean flag there. We love to see that. Blackburn and Brereton for the win. I love to see it. I was put on Twitter before about all the Chileans. Honestly, it's just positivity from Chile. I love to see it. I know that it is because of Brereton Diaz. And you know what? Today, I can see Brereton Diaz getting 2 or 3 goals today. I think he's just going to stat pad today. A lot of rumours away. I know that Everton came in with an inquiry today. They're lacking the striker with Gordon going to Chelsea, it looks like. But also Nice putting in that stupid bid like I was on about before. But like Rich Sharp said before on Twitter, it might have been Elliot Jackson saying before, he seems so calm about the situation. You haven't seen, you know, a lot of these days you see the modern day football player, they try and push the way out the club. They try and say, you know what, I want out. You see it with Ronaldo right now. It just shows the professionality of Brereton Diaz. He's so calm about it. He's happy. If he stays at the club, he's happy. He probably would be happy if he goes. He'll get a higher check. But right now he's saying, you know what? I don't care about these links away. I'm quite happy just staying here, doing what I do best. And that shows real professionalism. And you don't see it in a lot of players these days. So it's nice to know we have that around the squad. We also have here, Vale only scores hat tricks. There you go. I hope he does. I really hope he does. I'm pretty sure everyone hopes he does today. Jack Vale, we know the quality he possesses, but today is a real chance to prove whether he will make it into the first team or not this year, because it's a make or break season for him. Whether you like it or not, whether you're a Jack Vale fan or not, you know, this is a make or break season. If he doesn't do well this season, then, you know, no slanders Jack Vale. I think he's a really good player. I think that JDT might have to look on and bring another striker onto the bench instead. But he's looked good so far. So that's what we can hold on to at the minute. Phillips needs to sign the contract. Best option for him. Well, interesting one today, weren't it? This morning we got that Tottenham were looking to seal the deal by the end of tonight's game. You know, it's one of them ones with Ash Phillips. If he goes to Tottenham, will you be surprised? Probably not. He's going to be getting paid a hell of a lot more than he is right now. But what's best for his career? I agree. I think he needs to pen down a 3-4 year deal. And I think that with JDT, I mean, it came out before Rich Sharp put it out. JDT was one of the reasons why he's going to sign this new deal, because Elliot Jackson is very, very confident that he will sign this new deal. And I think one of the reasons is because of JDT's confidence in the youth players. I mean, you see it today. Against Reading, a lot of people, you're thinking you don't want to lose track of what we'll be doing so far. But JDT's gone, you know what, we'll play Dole, we'll play Vale, we'll give Phillips another chance. I know he came off a cramp, but he looked amazing, didn't he? And I think that the only way forward is from Rovers. Ronaldo can come to Rovers if he wants to play for a proper team. I mean, we're only one position away from Manchester United, aren't we, realistically? They're sitting 20th in the Premier League. We're sitting at top comfortably. I think we will sit on top at the end of today as well. So, you know what? I would not be surprised if by the end of today that we're still sat behind them. And, you know, Ronaldo, if you want to come, you want to come. Here we go. Here's Dom. Hello, Dom. We know he's a regular on the channel now. It's really good to see Dom in the chat. The return of Matt. You know, I'm back again, finally. You know, it's been a while, but I'm back here. Good to see you, lad. Can't remember what I said in the preview, but I have to win for Jack Walker and Lenny John Rose. Yeah, we do. That's something I forgot to mention at the start. The 22nd minute of the game, I believe we will be doing a stand-up applause for both Jack Walker and Lenny John Rose. Bless both their souls. You know, at the end of the day, would we be where we are right now without Jack Walker? We probably wouldn't. And Lenny John Rose, I mean, what he did for the teams he did join was unbelievable. So, you know, proud moment for all Rovers fans today. Round of applause at the 22nd minute. It'll be good to see a real sign of respect. We got another one from Danny Gold channel here. Yeah, for sure. I also feel comfortable for today's game. I believe Brereton also feel comfortable. Yeah, I think Brereton is comfortable at Blackburn. I think we can move on from that. I think that if he does go next year on a free, I think that he's done what he's done for us, but I'd preferably get him to sign down, even if it's a year or a 2 year deal, just to next year if we don't go up and he does want to go, and if he does sign this 1 or 2 year deal, he won't create any chaos, because you know what, we'll get 20-25 million for him, because the way he's playing at the minute, I can see him. I remember saying it in an episode not long ago, saying that I wouldn't be surprised if he only scored 3 goals this season, and he's already matching that, isn't he? So I wouldn't be surprised seeing him go score 10-15 goals this season, if not more. Got Ryan here. Look at the Brereton Diaz route though. 5k per week, but played a lot for us and did a lot for us. Phillips is in the same boat. Settle for less money earlier in your career leads to more money later in your career, and that's true. Yeah, it shows that if you do stick through it thick and thin, and you get to prove yourself a lot more, and you prove the player you are, that you are going to make more money no matter what. And Ash Phillips, I was talking to someone before about it. Might have been Dom before, who's in the chat. I was saying before, in 2 to 3 years' time, Ash Phillips, I mean, you can already see the quality there, can't you? He's an absolutely amazing player. But, you know, if he stays 2-3 more years, he'll be 25 million. He'll be worth 25 million at the age of 19, and he'll go and make 25k somewhere else. And, you know, for him, for us as a team, that'll work out best for both. And I think that's why he should stay for the season. We've got another one here. Dominigo Lopez. Yo, what up, my Rovers? everyone well. 3-1 to the Rovers. My guy Dolan scoring a banger today. And yeah, it is that man Dolan starting today. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he did score. I wouldn't be surprised if we walked away, like I keep saying, with a 5-0 win. I really hope that all the young lads today do get a good game out there and really do show what they're all about. Because at the end of the day, you know, we get our Carabao Cup draws and people get played, young players get played. But when you're playing against Hartlepool, what have you got to prove, really? You should be playing at that standard of football anyway. This is top dogs, Championship. Reading, as much as they're on a poor form at the minute, they're not a team to mess around with. They really aren't, because they're one of them teams that before you know it, they'll turn it around and they've got a full season ahead and they'll be winning 4 or 5 games in a row. So far, we should hold on to the facts. They're not doing too well, and it's a big opportunity for the youngsters to get a real chance out there. We have started so well, I am nervous. And do you know what? I saw a tweet before about the West Brom that we're more nervous for today's game than we are for the West Brom game. And I am a bit nervous about today's game, to be honest, because it's one of them ones where you do walk into it and you're like, you know what? This should be an easy win. But it's not. They aren't going to make it easy. Reading aren't a team that like to make any game easy. I know Rotherham walked all over them 4-0, but it'll be a tough game. But like I keep saying, I think we'll pull out. We'll get a win today. I can't see any other way to go about it. We got Engen again. These are the games that will be tough. Having most of the ball against a team that will sit back, and they will. Aerial duels for. I think this is why Gallagher isn't starting. JDT, you can see the love he has for Gallagher, and it is it. You know what? He's shown that he's deserved the love he's got. But if you look at Reading, aerial duel wise, Jesus Christ, they against Rotherham, even though they lost, they won all aerial duels, and Rotherham had to play on the floor football, and it's not something they like to do. But when Reading are playing the way they are at the minute, it works. But aerial duel wise, it didn't look like a Gallagher game for me personally. I thought that Gallagher starts today, he's going to get dominated in the air. If anything, we should wait till the 60th, 70th minute. All the players are tired. Bring Gallagher on. We know the physique he's got. We know how fit he is. He is absolutely unbelievable when it comes to aerial duels and stuff like that. When the players are a bit more tired, get him on there. And you know what? I can see us Brereton chucking in some balls, and he's going to absolutely nod them all on. So yeah, I think it'll be a tough one, but we'll see what happens. We've got Ian here. Good day, Matt. Good day, Ian. Looking forward to the game. Really hope we win. Going 4 points clear this early is so good. Bit of breathing space already. Yeah. Like I've said on Twitter before, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You know, it's always nice to have a little bit of comfort knowing that we could lose next game, and that if every other team won, we'll still be a point clear at the top of the table. But we're only 4 games in, and that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice game, 4th game in. If we do win, brilliant, 4 points clear. But it's a season where it's a turnover. JDT is just taken over. We can't get too excited. We can't expect, us to go playoffs and get straight into the Premier League straight away. It could happen. I'm not trying to say it isn't. I'm not going to be the negative Nancy and go, it ain't going to happen. It could happen with the way we're going. But should we expect it? No, we shouldn't. Let's not put the pressure on the lads. That we got the youngest average team in the Championship. If we expect them to go in straight away, it's not going to be good, because the next season there's so much pressure on them, and we should just all lay off and go, you know what, let's enjoy this run of form. Let's enjoy it. I can see us go 5 out of 5. Let's enjoy the 5 out of 5 wins. But we have to realise that, you know what, it ain't going to come that easy this season. We haven't played Watford yet. We haven't, as much as I hate to say, we haven't played Burnley yet. As much as they're not looking the best, we haven't played the Burnley, the Watfords, the Norwiches yet. They're the teams that we're really going to have to look out for. They've had a poor start to the season, and if anything, we'd rather play them now than later on, but we've got them later. And there's still a big turnaround for any big team this season. So let's not get too excited. But, a bit of breathing room, like you said. No pressure on us tonight. Let's go out there and do what we do best. Come on, Rovers. A shout from us Irish Rovers. Good to see the support from elsewhere. I saw something else on Twitter before as well about the Irish coming over just to watch the games. It's brilliant to see the support that we've got recently. I know a massive amount of it is because of Brereton Diaz. I know that. But at the end of the day, come on, it's great to see this team that once upon a time was a big team winning the Premier League, getting a lot of fans in from all over the place, finally pulling in the fans all over again. I love to see it. And here's another one from Ryan, who is making that journey on Wednesday night, not getting back until 5 a.m. or stay in the hotel. The support will be low. These are the hardest games. And you're right. You know what? It will be a tough game, because as much as it will be a low turnout, I think we'll have a decent turnout today. I know a lot of people who are going down today, and that's what you want. You want your fans to go down no matter what day it is. I know that we've been shafted with the fact it is a Wednesday night and we're getting back at 4 a.m. in the morning, but you know, the Rovers fans, they seem dedicated at the minute, and whilst we're on this good run of form, I can see us pulling a good certain amount on the front of fans today. And we got Dom again, the beard looking as strong as the season so far, and I appreciate that. I do try my best with the beard. I haven't done anything with it today. It's a bit of a mess over here, but you know what? It doesn't matter because Rovers are getting 3 points and the season's going to look even stronger than my beard soon. Don't worry about that. We've got Christopher Lee here. Great start to the season. Managed to get down to Ewood on Sunday. Really impressive performance. Still without Diaz, I don't think we win. So let's get as many points as we can whilst he's still here. You know what, Chris? I think he's here to stay. I really do. And I don't speak out on that unless I do believe it's true. I do think that Brereton Diaz will be here to stay. I think that he'll get some tallies in today, and I think he'll realise that pen and paper, that's what it's all about tonight. Get that pen on paper, sign that contract, and in 2-3 years' time, you might not be at Rovers, but you'll be somewhere earning about 50, 60k a week, and you'll be living in dreamland. So, you know, excited for today's game. Let's see what goes on. I'm going to be a bit quiet now because I am going to try and sort a stream inside because I've tried to. I can't get it going at the minute. But Dan has sent me a nice little link. Hopefully that we can get it going. If not, then we're going to sit here and just wait for updates because that's the only way I can seem to go with it. Because I was going to try and get Jared to send over the stream link, but he's watching it with his daughter. And at the end of the day, that is quality father and daughter time. And we wouldn't want to take away that from him, especially for everything he's done with the channel. So, you know, let's not take everything away. Let's see what else we've got going here. We got right now. It's up to you, Vale. We need something special, lad, and we do today. I think it is deadly important that Vale does do something. It really is. I can't stress that enough. I think the lad's got bags of potential. We all know that. We talk about it all the time. On loan, it hasn't worked out for him. We know that, but I think if anything, tonight is the night to prove it. We got another one here from Danny Gold channel. We know how big of a fan he is about Diaz. I want Brereton to stay, but I want him in Seville La Liga as well. I think Brereton wants to spread his wings and fly to compete with the big boys. And yeah, he will do. Of course he will do. Any player does. At the end of the day, if you're a football player, right, you want to be up there with the big bucks and also playing against the best of teams. But the only way you can do that is by performing consistently. And I think that last season was his breakthrough season. Great season, unbelievable season. But teams are only offering us 10, 15 mil because they know they haven't seen it on a consistent season basis. So this year is a real opportunity for him to spread their wings and to fly to the top dogs and go, you know what, I'm not a one-season wonder. I'm a guy who can go out there and do it every other game. Here we have Dominigo Lopez again. Pay that man BBD his money. He is worth it. If I'm Rovers right now, get him on a 15k contract a week for 2 more seasons. Say to him, look, 2 more seasons, you could be earning 50, 60k. Sign the contract, get down to it. You're getting a good wage. You're getting a very good wage for Blackburn Rovers. We know what we're like with our wages. We don't like offering out the big bucks just to anyone. But with the way he's played so far, if you want to keep him, if you haven't got anyone lined up to replace him, you need to offer him that big money. You really do. We've got here spiritual gains. Travis is killing it at captain. Nickname him Terminator Trav, and I love that. Yes, he's looking great in the defensive midfield position. Any player, I mean, what did you see? What did you see last week? It was West Brom when they were trying to get through on goal, and to me, I was thinking, oh God, I was there at the stadium. I'm there in the Blackburn end, and I'm thinking to myself, he's going to go through here. Absolutely, he's going to put it in the back of the net. What does Travis do? He puts a foot in. We know he's all about silly yellow cards sometimes, but this season he looks like he knows how to put a clever challenge in, stop that counter, regroup as a team. And I think that's what it's all about. We got Andrew here. Where is it streaming? I'm trying my best to find out, really. It's very hard at the minute. This is why Jared usually does this, because at the end of the day, he has it in front of him and he can do it. So we'll try and work with what we've got. You know, I'm going to try my best. At the end of the day, if you want any updates, you know where to come to. Rovers Chat's where it's at. But if I can't find the stream, I'm going to stay on here for Dan's sake, because he'll kill me if I don't stay in here, and try and do the best I can and find something. We've got Ian here. Ian Utterly. Think Diaz will play out of his contract, wait for Bossman and increase his salary as his future team will avoid a transfer fee and will be able to offer a higher salary. Yeah, I think we've talked about Diaz a bit too much now. I think that, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he played out his contracts now. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is, and we just got to hope for the best now that he stays with us, really. We got here Craig on a more positive note, hoping for a win. Come on, you Blues. Yeah, I'm not hoping. I know we're going to win. We got Rick Lewis here. Why is the game not on Rovers TV? Well, that's what I was relying on, Rick. If you're abroad, I'm pretty sure you can get all the games for free. But not for free, you pay for them. But all the games stream for free. We've got to stream. We're going to be okay. I'm going to mute this now, so we don't get any copyright strikes, and Dan's absolutely killing me because his channel is down. But there you go. I've managed to find a stream. I can't say anything because it'll get taken down, but I found a stream. I'm sorry about that. If you come in here looking for stream, I'm really sorry. Never mind, it's up. There you go. I think that is on the Rovers TV, actually, that it's up, Rick Lewis. I think that's where it's at. But yeah, apparently it's absolutely steaming down over there. It doesn't look like it on TV, but you know, exciting. It's not looking too packed at the minute. 5 minutes till kick-off, and it's not looking full, which is in the Reading end, which is good for us, because that means if we bring down a decent amount, we've got the fans there. And just quickly before kick-off starts, I do want to give a special shout-out to Jared, because you know what? I think you guys, he's abroad, he's paying for the Rovers TV, obviously for his own use as well, but to bring you know, more entertainment to the channel. We know I'm not here trying to live up to Jared's expectations. He's by far a better host than me. So I think in the chat right now, I think we should all say a big thank you to Jared for what he sacrifices for us. He's an amazing bloke. He's a top man, and you know what he does for this channel is amazing. And I think that, you know, soon enough, I know Dan realizes it. We all realize it. I think soon enough he'll get the credit he deserves, sooner or later, because he's a top man. And you know what? Today, I think he deserves a bit of father and daughter time. So let's give it up. There you go, Ian. Straight away, big up Jared. He's an amazing bloke. What he does for this channel, it's great. So you know, let's move on to the game now. That's a little shout out to Jared, and here we go. It's old Jack Vale tonight. I think everyone's excited for Jack Vale. I am, definitely. And just before the game starts, we've got 4 minutes of the game. I've got my two mates from in the background. You've probably heard them giggling like little kids in the background because they think they're funny. They're not funny. You'll find out soon. They're absolute twonks. So Jake, today, what do we think? What do we think? I think personally for me, I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to go 4-0 Rovers today. I think strong result, 4-0. What do you think, Jake?
I'm going to say 3-0, mate. I think it's.
Get your face on. Get your face on. Come on.
I think it's a bit of a.
Here he is.
I think it's a bit of a funny day for the Rovers, especially going up there, and you know, I've played over the weekend. Solid 3-0, I'd say. I
agree. I think we'll come home with a clean sheet, and we've got someone here who doesn't know anything about football, but he'll give his prediction anyway. Jacob, what do you think today the game's going to end? Go on, get your face on camera. Come on. Here he is. Here's the man himself.
I just thought we win.
There you go. Optimism from the Rovers fans. We hope that it is going to be a win, and I think it is. We got Ian here coming in. 2-0 Rovers. I agree. I don't care what our side of the score is. I think that today is all about getting that clean sheet in. I think that we will get a nice, solid clean sheet. For Kaminski's, as we've seen, I mean, he made that save. Oh, who was it against? He made that save and he claimed it weren't him during the game. Then after the game, he went, "Yeah, I got a fingertip onto that." I think it was against Swansea. I'm not too sure though, but yeah, he's looking strong. Ash Phillips and Ayala will be looking to keep that partnership going this season. And I think they'll do amazing. I think Phillips, if I'm JDT right now, it's an hard one, isn't it? Because Scott Wharton's looked good. Scott Wharton's looked really, really, really good. And Phillips has come in and on par with him, on par completely. And it's one of them ones where it's Scott Wharton, you know, he's 22 now. I think might be 23. And he's what do you call it? He's come in and he's had a few loan spells before he's managed to do what he's done. And you know, Ash Phillips, who's already doing that and only just come in. Do you work on what's no slant to Scott Wharton? Do you work on what has got more potential, or do you think, you know, Scott Wharton's got the more professional side to him? Because at the end of the day, he's played more games, he's done his bit. So you know, it's a tricky one. I think that Ash Phillips should start. I think if we want to prove that he should sign the contract, I think starting is a definite must. But we'll see how that plans out. Ince has never lost to Rovers. Ince has also never managed a Reading team that lost 4-0 to Rotherham. So that's all I've got to say about that. That's no slander to you, Ian. But 4-0 to Rotherham is a bit hefty. And here it is. He is the Belgian beast, isn't he? He is really the Belgian beast. He is our Belgian cat. He looks amazing. I mean, I was there at the West Brom, and I'm thinking to myself, if it weren't for him, where would we be right now? Past 2 seasons, he's been immense. Does need to work on that, on his distribution. But this year, out the back football looks the way to go for JDT, and he looked very, very exciting. We'll definitely take 0-0, keeping clean sheet is huge. I don't know about 0-0. I'm not no sign to you, Ian. I think that, clean sheet is a must today, but I don't know if I'd take a 0-0. I think that I definitely want a win today. I think losing to Reading would be a big loss, but we're about to kick off now. Hit 8 o'clock. Schmodix is on the ball, ready to kick off, and we're about to go. One more before we get in there. We've got JDT has got his team playing well so far. Really hope it continues. And you know what? I really hope it continues too. And I think today is perfect. You see Jack Vale here. He looks up for it. It looks like Brereton Diaz is out on the wing instead of up front. Looks like Jack Vale's going to take that number 9 role for today instead of Gallagher. So let's see how it gets on. Referee's looking at his watch. I'm going to be looking up a lot because that's where it is. Let's see what's going on here. Need a win tonight. And then we'll take a draw on the weekend to keep us at top. Yeah, anything that keeps us at top really is the way to go today. Thanks for the stream, lads. Anytime. That's what we're here for. That's what Rovers Chat is all about. And then in our next 5 game are good fixtures. We've got a good run of fixtures. And some of the big teams that we're meant to be playing against aren't looking so big at the minute. But here we are. We've got Reading going down the wing so far. It's by the way, guys, if we do score, this room is going to go absolute mayhem because Jake is a big, big Rovers fan. And I won't be surprised if I'm falling off this chair tonight. I can't lie to you. So you might want to get the clips ready because I am definitely going absolutely Scooby. We've got Richard Turner here. Come on, Blackburn. I'm going to keep that there. Come on, the Blackburn. Schmodix is here arguing already. I mean, how good has Schmodix been? He's puts his heart on his sleeves, doesn't he? He's absolutely incredible. We've got Pickering taking a throw in from the left side. We've got coaches already kicking off here. Reading coach is already kicking off a little bit. But you expect it, don't you? When things don't go your way, I'm sure that the Reading backroom staff aren't happy at the moment with the way they're going about things. Who's the best? Who's the best looking Rovers player? I think Dom means there. He says I'm going with Sam Gallagher. Who are you saying? Best looking Rovers player?
Don't know, mate. It's not fucking Gallagher though. He's talking out his arse.
I don't know. Actually, Sam Gallagher is a good looking bloke.
He's a good looking bloke.
He's a good looking bloke.
We've got some fresh faces in the team, haven't we?
Oh, and he's all about fresh faces. Our Jake is. I'm going to go with Callum Britton though. I think the way I'm not going to get my airline out because that's one for another day. But I think the way that that Britton slips back his hair. This channel ain't about who's the sexiest on the Rovers team, but if I'm going for anyone, it's definitely Callum Britton. I think that's my go-to there. And there's Dan correcting himself. He's always correcting himself. He's always coming out with a load of rubbish, Dan is. Here we go. Spiritual gains. Oh, Ash doesn't go Spurs with their BS. They convince young lads from the future as they never give it to them. And staying here, he gets regular high-level football. And he is. He will do. And we've got Luke here already. Stream's crashed, by the way, people. That's why I'm not looking up too much. I'm trying to keep it going. We've got Luke straight away here. Kaminsky with the love heart eye emojis. I'm not too sure about that one. Kaminsky's a good-looking bloke. But let's move on from this good-looking business. But please do drop who you think's best-looking on the Rovers team below because we can keep that going for a bit whilst this stream decides to sort itself. Rovers TV's never best, is it? Best looker, I think Trav. Ladies man, is he not? And he is. I mean, it's one of them things, isn't it? He's come from Liverpool's academy. All he has to say to the ladies is, "Hey, listen, look, I've come from Liverpool, playing for the Rovers now, and I'm going to make it big time." So he is the ladies man. He is. Got to be Trav on it. Got to be Trav, and that seems to be the main man at the minute. Moving on to another one though. If Ash goes to Spurs, Spurs might need to pick up the phone to Elliot Ward. Desperate times. Yeah, I think you're right there. I think that I think Ash would be making a massive mistake going to Tottenham. But you know, it is what it is. You can't do anything about it, can you? I'm really sorry, guys, about the stream. I've got a stream here, and it is currently buffering. I'm sure Dan will let us off. I'm sure Dan knows what's going on. Here we are, another good-looking bloke, Dark. I do actually want to move along from the good-looking bit because it ain't what the channel's about. But we got another one, Chelsea Dukes, best looking. We're moving on, definitely. I think it's time to move on from this. Watch along from New Zealand. Welcome from New Zealand, Lee, mate. I hope that you are enjoying it so far. I hope it's going good so far. If you hear any noise in the background, don't worry about it. It's just me and a couple of mates who are trying to watch the Rovers game. But Rovers TV, sort your stuff out, all right? I haven't paid just to get absolutely nothing. I don't care what you say. Am I the only one that thinks Dak looks overweight at the minute? I'm not going to comment on that. I don't think it's fair to comment on anyone's appearance whatsoever. I think that Dak looks like he's in good shape. Looks like he's in good shape and he's doing well for himself. So I'm moving away from any body shaming. Dak, I mean, he's got a better bird than all of us, hasn't he? So let's not even move on from there. Hey, I'm from Belgium, and it's good to see. I hope you're coming for the Kaminsky party. Kaminsky so far, I'd like to say he's done something, but I don't know because I can't get it up. And I've got it back up. Here we are. It's still 0-0. Right, I think we've got an update here from someone in the chat. Stoke 1-0 against Borough. Borough are struggling. They are. They're not looking too promising at the minute, are they? They do need to sort of stuff out. I mean, I was all about Giles. I thought Giles, an amazing signing for them. But he doesn't seem to have clicked at the minute properly, does it? We're on the attack here. Jack Vale's got it 29. He's giving it down to Tyrese Dolan. He's managed to keep it in. Well played, Dolan. Britain, classic Britain cross. Sammy Schmoditz has not managed to get on the end of it, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Reading. Currently, the 6th minute in the game. Not looking too bad at the minute. Like I said beforehand, it looks like we are keeping most of the possession, and that's the way it will go for the rest of the game. Watching from Norwich. I don't know if you trying to outdo the New Zealand and Belgium below, but you've definitely not done it there from watching from Norwich. But Craig, welcome to the stream. I know I've seen you before. I hope you enjoy the stream so far. Anyone else think blue strip is not good as the red? I think that's an interesting one, actually. I think you're going for two very different designs there, aren't you? I think the blue and white does... it's not the best kit we've ever had. We've got Diaz here coming down from the right. He's going to take a shot here. It's just gone left of the post. I was unlucky from Diaz there, to be honest. But yeah, the blue strip, to be fair to you, yeah, I think the black kit's the best kit that we've got, to be fair. I think that the one we're wearing tonight is the black kit. I think it looks really good. Honestly, I think that's the only kit I've actually bought this season. It looks good. Better on the Rovers. Let's go. I hope you got a pint in your hand whilst you're saying that. Get a couple down you. And let's hope that Rovers can bring that cheeky bet through for you. That looks like David Dunn now. Right, we're going to stop the slander there. I think that's not needed, Ian, but it's your own opinion. You like it. Love Kaminsky, underrated goalie. I think he is very underrated championship-wise, but you know how much Belgium rate him. Oh, Ash Phillips give the ball away here. And Pickering, no, is that Pickering? Pickering's got it back, give it away again. We're not looking too smooth with the possession so far. That's something I can tell you. And Ash is getting in there, of course he is. It feels weird, doesn't it, seeing Ash Phillips without the sponsor on him. It really does show how young he is. There it is, Stoke 1-0 Brown. It's only just come through on here. Yeah, they are struggling, aren't they? But yeah, it feels weird, doesn't it, seeing Ash Phillips walking around without the sponsor on. It does show how young he is. I mean, it was only a month ago he turned 17, weren't it? But the lad's got major talent in him, and let's hope that he can bring it through. We're on about Daxel here, aren't we? His missus and an ex-Levan contestant, power couple. I mean, he's doing well for himself. He's got his own TV. Well, they've got their own TV show. We can't say anything. We can sit here with our pockets absolutely empty. He's making big dollar, doing what he does best on the football pitch, and also with the presenting whatever it is he does in that show. I've not watched it yet. Hi guys. Hi Kevin, hope you're liking the stream, loving the stream, thank you. We love to see it, Craig. I'm glad you're enjoying. I hope you stay tuned till full time because it's going to be an exciting game. Love the black kit, yeah, Daniel, it's amazing, isn't it? I think by far it's the best away kit we've had in a long time. I really do think it is. Who to score first for the Blackburn? Well, I can get a bit of help here. Jake, who's first going for Blackburn here? We've got Vale, Dolan, and also Diaz up front. Or do you think it's going to be Travis or Schmodix in midfield?
Fuck knows, mate. Fuck knows. I think for me it's Vale.
Vale.
For me it's Vale.
Is that what we're saying? I think, yeah. I feel like the youth are going to pull through today. I feel like Vale is going to be. I don't know if he's going to be first, but he's definitely going to be a scorer. It looks like Vale tried to get a ball in there, but Diaz managed to get rid of that quite easily. What do you think of Coventry? Their pitch is knackered. They can't play their home games. That us getting one over on arrival already. Yeah, you know. I think Coventry aren't going to do anything this year. If you've seen what I've done in previous videos, you can tell I'm not the biggest fan of Coventry. I'm sure a lot of us aren't the biggest fan of Coventry, but yeah, I don't think they'll be doing much this year. I saw the red kit in person for the first time versus Hartlepool, and it looked way better than on screen. It did. The first time it came out, the release it came out when we got the preview of it, it didn't look too good, did it? So you know, it's nice to see. It's nice to see the red kit looking good. We've got a ball whipped in from Pickering there, and Lumley's managed to gather that quite nicely, actually. Fair play to him, because he's not been playing too well recently. As far as that Blackburn can hold on to Diaz for so long, such a great player and an international, I think, if anything, being an international is going to help him, us get money from him, to be fair. So I'm not too bothered how long we keep on for him for. As long as he's smashing it out for us and Chile, we can't ask for much more. So saw you and Dan at Swansea away. I wasn't sure whether to come say hi. Ha ha ha. Daniel, feel free. Me and Dan are lovely people. Dan's a top bloke. He's all about the Rovers. So, you know, at the end of the day, if you want to come over any time at the games, just feel free to come over. There's a couple of lads who have come over to me at the games before. We like to be friendly at the end of the day. We like to talk Rovers. That's what we're here for. That's what the Rovers Chat's all about. We've got Adamir, Dolan. Dolan, he thinks going to be first goal scorer. Yeah, I think, to be honest, with the way it's going so far, it could be any team who's going to score first. But if we were to score first, I can see it being Tyrese Dolan. I hope it is. I swear the kit's dark blue. Could be right. I don't know. I'm looking at it now. It looks pretty black to me. Does that look black to you, the kit?
To be fair, it does look a bit navy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I've been proven wrong. I've been shut down. He's meant to be on my side, but there you go, Johnny. You've got someone on your side. It's navy blue. There you go. Fair play to you. It's navy blue, but it looks black on screen. There we are. Do we know if we're still in for Josh Ball? I wouldn't mind him at Rovers, to be fair. We are. I can't speak on anything that I know, but nothing's happening with Josh Baller at the minute. That's all I can tell you. At this current moment in time, Josh Baller is he's a Blackpool player. Simple as that. And Blackpool fans aren't too happy with him at the minute because he did cost them 3 points. But, you know, he showed a lot of professionalism by coming out and saying, you know what, look, here we are. I've cost us 3 points here. I was too greedy and I'll take it on the chin. And, you know, it's good to see that level of professionalism in the team. I think that's a foul. I can see a yellow getting pulled out here. Yeah, Pickering's got a yellow straight away in 12 minutes here. I don't know why he's complaining too much. It was quite a nasty challenge down the right-hand side. But yeah, God. Yeah, it's not nice tackle, that. Yeah, it's definitely a yellow. It's not nothing more than a yellow. But it's been an interesting game so far. 12 minutes in now, and both teams have had the ball plenty of times. It's not looking like we're taking control of possession. If Diaz goes, I think we'll go for Baller. Again, I wouldn't mind him at Rovers, like Ryan said before. I really wouldn't mind him at Rovers, but you know, he has put a few steps so far wrong. And you know, do we want someone who's going to be hogging on the ball? Probably not. Can he sort that out? If he can, get him in. I like the kits this season. Back onto the kits again. I like the kits this season, but I would still rather have the yellow shirt from last season. That was top. That top was epic. Shame I don't have one. If you head over to Instagram, Rovers Reports, there's a shirt company on there that they're currently collabing with, and you can still get that yellow kit from last season on there. Not trying to plug it in, but if you do want that kit, you can still get that available from there. And if you have any troubles, you know my Twitter, Matt.Jordy, get on that. And it's 1-0 Reading. It's 1-0 Reading. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. 1-0 Reading. Who's that? Number 22. Is it Amadou or not? That's not good. Is it Amadou Law? I can't tell. I'm not trying to be bad at the minute. Oh, that's not an ideal start. From a corner, Kaminsky probably could have done a little bit better there, to be fair. Yeah, it's right on top of Kaminsky, but it is a power header. It's not ideal, that, is it? It's not number 22, actually. It's not come off him. It looks like it's him celebrating, but it's not. Who is it? We'll find out in a minute. Not an ideal start. A poor goal to concede, to be fair. Not ideal. Who is it? It's McIntyre. It's McIntyre. Centre back for them. Wow. Yeah. This is it with these away days, isn't it? It's one of them ones. It could go either way, especially it doesn't matter how well you're playing. But what's going to be good about this, looking at a positive, we've never been down in the game so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how we turn things around. Let's see how the team plays with a bit of pressure on them. I mean, we've got the youngsters up front. It'll be a really good time to see how they deal with the pressure, because Jack Vale's going up for an header here. We should counter here. Buckley's not done well there. We got the ball away in midfield again. It could be a second one. Down the wing, Junior Hoylett's got the ball. And thank God he's put that cross out. Yeah, not a good start. Knew that the strip would be bad luck. I don't think it's got anything to do with that, but we can hang on to a bit of a thing there. Kaminsky, my Belgian brother, you let me down. I hope that he does redeem himself later on for you, brother, because it's not looking good at the minute. It's really not. It's okay. 1-3 to the Blackburn at the end. I think we still win this game. If anything, the one thing we'll be walking away from this game if we do win now, it's a shame that we give away such a sloppy goal. I mean, we haven't really had to defend corners massively this year, and whenever we have, we've seemed to deal with them fine. But what did I say at the start of this? This is why Sam Gallagher isn't on. Aerial duels, Reading just seem to beat Blackburn everything at the minute in the air, and the last game they beat everyone to the air. And like you see here, from a corner, yeah, it's not good. It's not ideal. But, you know, let's see how we deal with the pressure. Let's see how we press forward. We've got Pickering down on the left now. Try to put a ball through over the top, and again in the air. We've just been beaten. It is good to see if we've got some grit now and come back from behind. Yeah, honestly, Ian, I agree with you. Rather concede early, more time to pile on. Yes. And I'm going to put this on screen because I have no idea what this means. Lo damos ruleta. There you go. For anyone who's chilling in there, if you'd like to translate that for us, unless it's somewhat rude, don't translate it. But if it isn't, get it on there, please, for us. But not an ideal start, not great. But let's see how we deal with it. Paul Ince's giving it down there on the touchline. I think he's happy. He looks like he's got a little chuff smile on his face. That'll get swiped off soon. But they've not played well so far this season, have they? So they're going to be happy with this. But let's see how we deal with it. I won't be surprised if they chuck 8 men behind the ball for the rest of the game now. And the stream's gone down again. Rovers TV do need to sort this out because it's not ideal. It's back up again. We've got Jack Vale down at the touchline. He's been bodied. He's got 2 people on him. Is that a foul? Yeah, he's giving away a foul. I can see them now playing the rest of the game. It's just time wasting as well as they can. It's not ideal for us, is it? But oh well, we'll see how it is. We are well known for this. Beat difficult teams, but when it comes to lesser teams, throw in the towel. Really hope we turn this around. 7-7-8-8. I would call Reading the lesser team. By all means, they're very much mid-table team. They've not got a bad team. It's just not worked out well for them so far. With how they're playing so far this season, you look at this game and go, should be an easy win. Oh, hang on a minute. No, okay. Oh, they've got it again. It seems it's a story of the season, isn't it, really? And I'm sure it will be. Pickering looks like he's getting absolutely... That's a foul. Ayala, well done, Ayala. He's managed to jump past 2 people there. Could draw a foul in down in the right-hand side of the corner. So that's ideal for us. But yeah, I think that's going to be the story of the season. I think now we've got a Brereton in. I think all the pressure's on Pickering, which is unusual for him. I know Ryan Nyambe didn't have the best of seasons last year. He's buggered off to Wigan. I think that story of the season is going to be, let's see how Pickering courts at left back. And it seems like they just keep going down his side. That seems like their tactic so far. But let's see how it goes. Here we are. Why would we wear a dark kit under floodlights? Much better to wear a red and able to pick each other out. feels like a pro Alex Ferguson excuse so far. That does. I feel like we can't blame the colour of the kit for why we're losing, can we really? You know, let's give it a chance. It's only been 20 minutes and we're only 1 goal down. It could be a lot worse. Here's a site. I'm not on the site. Don't call me out for this. If you want to try and find the game, he'sgoal.com. There you go. Translation: we turn it around. Thank you, Ryan, for that. Well, whoever it was before. Let's see where we're going. Sebastian. La damos vuelta. Let's turn it around, people. You know, we'll keep that there. Actually, Sebastian actually translates it for me. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to keep that there because we are going to turn it around, and I know we are. Stream's gone down again. Not ideal, really, is it? We've got more people joining us whilst we're talking right now. We've got another Rovers fan. What do we think? We've got a bit of woman in here for diversity. Reagan, what do we think the score's going to be? Just give us your score prediction. Get yourself on camera quickly.
2-1.
2-1 to the Rovers?
Yeah.
There we go. Like Sebastian said, La Damos Velta. She thinks we're going to turn it around too, Sebastian. I love to hear it. Here we are. Good evening. Come on, the Blackburn. Let's crush this lot. The crushing that you're on about, little DJ, it's not going too well at the minute, but we have plenty of time. Rovers TV, you need to sort your streaming service out because big man thing, it's not looking good, Brev. Little DJ is saying again, 3-1. Let's hope so. We're all convinced that there's going to be a turnaround. I think personally it'll be 3-2 to us if we are going to turn it around. Let's see this. Paul to concede from a corner, but that it's early on. At least we can get one back. Yeah, I think if you're going to concede during a game, I think you want to be conceding early on because it's a different story. 70th minute, 0-0, and they score a goal. It's a game changer, and for them, they're just going to shove 10 men behind the ball. And I still think they're going to shove 10 men behind the ball now. So let's see if we can get something from this game. If it gets to the 70th minute, it's still 1-0. I think all the Rovers fans who've made the trip to Reading will be very happy with a draw, to be honest with you. Richard Turner's put here 2v. I'm pretty sure he means 2-1. Yeah, I'm hoping for that we can turn that round too. Damn, second tier of English football isn't streaming on TV. Even Belgium second tier gets streamed on TV. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? But the second tier is getting streamed on Sky Sports. It's just Sunderland versus Sheffield United instead. Sorry, Sheffield United getting streamed instead on the Sky Sports over there. Still 1-0 Reading. 20 minutes in, we don't look dangerous whatsoever, which is never ideal. Matt Kiddy. Yeah, Matt Kiddy's put, gutting to go behind, but it'll be interesting to see how the young lads react when things get tough. I agree. I think that it's going to be a massive, massive challenge for Vale. Not so much Dolan. I know I said Dolan before, but he's got the experience now. He's been through it. I think it'll be a big one for Vale, though. He seems to be getting onto most of the balls down at the left side of the wing. So let's see how he copes with that. But, you know, it's a long way to go. Yeah, it's only the first half, 22nd minute approaching. Still a long way to come. It's not very positive with Diaz. Diaz looks like he's coming into our own half to try and gather the ball, and it's not what you want to see, is it really, from your attacking players having to come so deep to get the ball. But Reading don't look like they're pushing as well. They look like they're quite settled. They've got 4 in midfield on the halfway line, and we're still in our own half, and just Shane Long pressing the back 4. They're going to be happy with this. They'll be happy watching us pass around the back and getting nothing. I'm sure JDT, if it gets to half-time 1-0, will have a word with the lads, because at the minute it's not looking ideal. Yeah, it's boring football. It's so boring. Just pass after pass. I think Travis and Ayala there made about 15 consecutive passes to each other. Buckley's got the ball, pressed in midfield. He's lost it. He's lost it straight away again. And Reading players all the way from all the ones on the halfway line have pushed forward now. And yeah, this could be another here. Ash Phillips, good header, good clearance. It's just, it's not positive. We've seen the JDT positive football, and this is quite the opposite we're getting today. We seem to be getting out dominated by Reading in midfield. And don't get me wrong, Reading have a strong midfield, but they shouldn't be doing this to us by all means. This isn't right. What else have we got here? If JDT pulled a Fergie and binned the kit at half time, I'd be behind it. Start dragging back out in the red one instead. I think it's unfair to try and say it's the red kit that it's the navy blue kit that's doing it at the minute. But you know, let's see how we get on. It's not looking good at the minute, though. It really isn't. Here we are, Dominigo again. Love the positivity. We love it completely. Let's go, lads. Chin up and let's get back in it. I think we will. Hong looks like he's going to Hong run into the box here. A long throw in is causing problems. It's caused problems. And Pickering's got rid. Good clearance from Pickering there. That could have gone a lot worse than it actually did. We got our Belgian friend again. Shane Long still plays. Haha, haven't heard his name in a long time now. Hey, he's a record holder. 7.5 seconds, I believe, the fastest goal in Premier League history. At the end of the day, he's always going to be a little cult hero there in the Premier League with what he's done at Southampton, at some other clubs he's been at. So let's not slander Shane Long. Do you know any streams to use to watch? I'm pretty sure our Chilean friend before, his goal is called. I can't put it on here because otherwise we'd get done for it. So his goal is the way to go. Blackburn will win the match. Question mark. That's a question apparently. Will we win the match? It's not looking like it at the minute, but plenty of time to turn it around. Do you think the ref likes Reading? I mean, he definitely won't like the players because Reading isn't the best of places to visit. Oh, can he pick that the keeper? Is that not a pass back? No. Right, Reading have dealt with every cross that's come in, and like we said before the game, we expected that every cross that has come in has been dealt with quite comfortably. Always a chance when Joe Lumley is in goal, 100%. Absolutely shocker, didn't he, against Rotherham? 4 shots on target, he conceded all 4. Most confident I've seen Blackburn play in many years this season. What players do you believe Blackburn should look at bringing in for squad depth? Question for me. That mixes it up a little bit. What players do I think we should bring in? I think Tyler Morton was an amazing choice to bring in. I think he'll get brought on here. I think Buckley. I love Buckley. He's only just hit 100 appearances for the club recently, but he's looked a little bit off the mark today. He's just give the ball away again now, as soon as I've said it. But Travis, our captain in midfield. Are we attacking? No. But yeah, I think Tyler Morton will come on. He looks really good against West Brom, didn't he? That fact. And don't get me wrong, right? Don't all come at me and go, you know, he's never going to reach that standard. I know he's never going to reach that standard, but he reminds me a bit of Iniesta, but a very less level of play. It's like the Championship Iniesta. It's always that ball before the assist he gets off. I think that's what's brilliant. I think that's something we've needed for a long time. Rothwell's creativity. I mean, we've been missing that. And as soon as Tyler Morton came on, I was like, could we be getting something like Rothwell, but in this 19-year-old lad Morton? I think we can. But answering the actual question, who else do I think we should bring in? I think JDT is quite comfortable with Jack Vale as a backup striker. Someone's down injured. Hold your horses. Who's that? It looks like Travis down injured at the minute. But yeah, I think JDT is comfortable with Vale as a backup striker. Which, you know, give the young lad a chance. I get it for the season. It's a very much turnover season. We're not expecting millions. Who do I think we could bring in? I think a fullback, ideally. Don't know who. I'm not very advanced on the League One fullbacks because that's probably who we bring in for a backup. But I think if we brought in, I mean, like, who was it who played for Cardiff at right back? I don't know if it was Shackleton or not, but someone like Millwall brought in Shackleton, who's a fullback. He's not starting every game, but a brilliant choice for backup. So for me, a fullback, getting on with it. Please, I'm a Borough fan. Don't lose to these. Not going to say that. Reading for relegation. Yeah, I hope we don't lose to these as well. But you know, at the end of the day, won't be surprised if we did lose because the Blackburn Rovers. It's what we do best. What's your favourite game you have ever watched in your lifetime? Another question for me. Favourite game I've ever watched in my lifetime. On a Rovers point of view, that I've been to live. Probably when we went down to Wigan and we confirmed promotion. That's my favourite game I ever went to and watched in person. I mean, it's a lot more positive than what I'm watching at the minute. So yeah, that's probably my favourite game. And Swansea was another one that I watched, not in person, but watched live this season. it's not one of the best games I've seen us ever watch, but I'm just thinking from this season, positivity wise, I mean, beating them was unreal, and we played really well. Ian with another update. He's like our flash score today. Ian, we love it, Ian. Thanks for that. Borough have equalised. Don't know who. Don't know how it's come across. Who's assisted, but we'll see in a second. I'll let you guys know when it comes up on screen. But yeah, it's Borough is a team that I'm predicting to do well this year under Chris Wilder. They are looking very, very strong. Callum Styles is the fullback I would like to see. Nothing positive from him so far today, and that's not me slacking him off. It's very much from our defenders just been clearing. And I think that they're already wasting time. It's the 30th minute of the game, and Joe Lumley's there with the ball at his feet for about 30 seconds without anyone closing him, and he's waiting for someone to come to him. It's the type of football we've come down to expect, and it's such a shame to concede from that corner. It is, and then to watch these guys just waste time already in the 30th minute. This game could be an absolute shambles. But yeah, Callum Styles, I'm excited for him too. He's positive signing, good right back. We'll see. Nice 0-3 will do. Mad Dogs, if you've only just entered, we're losing 1-0, so winning 3-0 isn't something that's going to happen at the minute. But 3-1 would also be very ideal. Who was your least favourite Rovers player and why? Least favourite Rovers player? He only just left actually. Tyler McGlory. Never liked him personally. I wish him all the best of luck. Nothing against him. I just think whenever he played for us, he just wasn't that good of a player. He was never ideal. But yeah, Tyler McGlory would be my go-to there. And it's not because I hate the bloke as a person. I just didn't like him on the football pitch. Tyler Monk was excellent against West Brom. Always positive in possession and intelligent passing. Like I said before, for me, he's the Championship Iniesta at the minute. If he gets more and more game time, has to be Bad Willie. Yeah, that is a player that I won't miss. Our good Willie. He was bad, weren't it? Our passing doesn't look crisp today. I am making a mistake in that. Am I making a mistake in that assessment? No, you're not wrong whatsoever. Could you shut light on for us quickly? You're not wrong whatsoever there, to be honest. Usually our best aspect is from the passing front. We've looked very positive. Ayala off the line. Another corner. It's corner central for us. We keep conceding silly corners. We got another one here. Ash Phillips keeps getting picked out from these corners. Someone's gone down again. Someone's gone down in the box. It's just a pen. I'm not trying to get any of you distraught here, but I think we might have given away a penalty. What's happening? No, nothing's been given. I think it's your Dom's gone down from a little smack in the face. Yeah, your Dom. What's happened here? Get marked by Travis, and he's gone down. That's soft. It's soft. Never a pen. I don't know why he thinks he can try and even get away with that. Our passing doesn't look crisp today. We've been through this. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Favorite Rovers player of all time. Pedersen, left foot. Whew, amazing. He could hit it from anywhere, and that's going in the back of the net. He had an absolute rocket of a left foot, and for me, favourite Rovers player of all time, no matter what. Scott Brown wasn't a real player, surely, or Masio Victor's. They should have scored from another corner. It's not looking good. These corners, I'm telling you, I said before the game started, aerial duel wise, we look absolute shambles. We don't look good, but yeah, back in the 00s, I was on the board in 2003, mate. So it might come as a surprise. I might have the beard, but I was on the board in 2003, so I don't remember that too much. How your top 6 championship for the end of the season? If you watch on the Rovers chat, we've got a prediction table. We've got another corner conceded. They should have scored again. It's ridiculous. That is so silly. No, they should have scored again. Look, you're down front post. He's got all the bloody time in the world. He should have scored again. I think that's another corner as well. It's so stupid. But yeah, top 6. I'll quickly go for it for you now. At the start of the season, it's what I predicted: Norwich, Middlesbrough, Burnley, Huddersfield, West Brom and Watford. There you go. But none of them have seemed to live up to it. Ian puts, let there be light. So my good mate Jacob over there, there is light. You can say thank you to Jacob, not me. Moore's put no. I'm guessing about that. That was about the penalty shout. Don't worry, pal. There hasn't been a penalty. You don't have to worry about it. What have we got here? Let's go 1-1. What more? Yeah. I'm guessing that's for Middlesbrough. It hasn't come up on here, but 1-1. There we go. We need to punish them for their chances squandered. Yeah, 100. Ahmedzovic just scored for Sheffield United. That's a bit of a kick in the balls, isn't it? Especially with him linked with us. He's just scored for Sheffield United, and the forward again. Oh my God, it's going in there. No handball shouts for Ayala there. They've not gone through. Schmodic looks out strengthened today in midfield. Honestly, Schmodic just doesn't look like he's in it today. And they're in again. All right, Kaminsky, good catch. And he's given it away again, hasn't he? It's straight. That's what it is with us today. It's straight up the field and it goes to no one. And physically, Reading looks so strong. He looks so strong. Pedersen was one of my favourite as well, but nothing will touch Tuge and my love for him. Smoking darts on the bench, legend. Yeah, a lot of legends. A lot of the reason why we have a lot of Turkish fans actually is because of Tuge, believe it or not. He was an immense player, and if Dan was on here with me, he would be having a full-blown argument on why Tuge is better than Pedersen. But yeah, we've not looked good so far. We really haven't. Midfield, we've been dominated possession-wise. We've had the ball more, but I think we've had that's a handball. It should have been a penalty to them. If we watch this again, Shane Long and Ayala blocks it with his hand. It's going in. It's going in if Ayala doesn't put anything on it. So I think that should have been a penalty. Ryan Edwards, we need Dak. Who doesn't need Dak? Every championship side would scream for Dak, but it's just getting fit again. Every throw-in's like a corner to them. They're just another threatening corner. This could be another goal. No, right. Brereton Diaz coming up the left wing with it now. Yeah, no, this is stupid now. Jack Vale's looking off the pace. That's our ball. He's one as a throw in there, but Jack Vale doesn't look on the pace today whatsoever at the minute. But no slander to him. I'm pretty sure he'll get his opportunity soon. As soon as Reading start cracking, because they're running a lot, and I won't be surprised if they start tiring out soon enough. Ash Phillips looks a bit negative at the back of his passing, but we're not here for negative vibes. We're here for positivity. At the end of the day, we haven't. I want to be positive, but we just give the ball away again. We keep giving the ball away. Every time we just keep giving the ball away. Honestly, this Lumley lad, he's going to hold on to this ball for at least a minute until someone closes him down. They've just held the ball, keep holding it, and then as soon as we press them, they just chuck it up the field and do what they want to do with it. And they've run rings round us at the minute. Ayala again, ball given away again. It's just we haven't had a minute of possession on the ball apart from passing it around the back. Whenever we get in their half, we just lose it. I mean, Diaz looks like our only positive influence going up the field at the minute. He gets it from a corner or whatnot, and he'll do whatever with it. And Ayala straight out again. He's not even bothering putting it up the field anymore. What's this? The loyalty that Pedersen showed when we went down is commendable. The disrespect shown to him made me love him even more. The latter part of his time at Rovers, yeah, great player. I loved Pedersen. He was absolutely amazing. My favourite player too, yeah, great player. Sheffield United 1-0 Sunderland. Have a men sent off for the last minute challenge. One minute later, Sheffield United score. Well, Sunderland will be looking to keep 100%. No loss at the minute, aren't they? So let's see what goes on there. Hopefully, I'm hoping for the sake of us losing a couple of players to Sheffield United so far, that what do you call it? They did get a result, Sunderland. Reading again. Reading they look so threatening from these. Honestly, they look so threatening from these throw-ins. Every throw-in's a corner to them. It's so stupid. And they're happy to hold it down the wing. They keep it there, and they're so happy with keeping it there. They're back in behind again, Ash Phillips. Ash Phillips has dealt well with Tom Ince at the minute. Tom Ince doesn't look like he's had a little bit of a sniff whatsoever. He looks all right at the minute. Let's see what else we've got going on here. We desperately need half time. See what JDT can do. Yeah, I mean, this is a challenge for him as a manager. I'll get more into it on half time, but you know, half time is one of them ones where we'll come back stronger, or we'll come out the same again, and it really shows what he's got as a manager if he can turn it around and we can get something out of it. Favorite player now is the toss up between Travis, Clown Prince of I'm not going to say that. Dolan for pure potential for greatness. Yeah. I think that I agree with you. I think Lewis Travis is definitely a big fan favourite at the minute. I think that he's looking absolutely immense. Today, he's looking like one of our better players too, to be honest with you. Travis has got it again in midfield. Pickering. Yeah, it's negative football. It's so negative. We give the ball away again. It's so bad. It's actually such bad football to watch. Blackburn need to relax and trust their passes. Yeah, I think there's a lot of very nervous passes getting chucked about at the minute. I think we need someone on who can calm it down and, you know, sort it out. But at the minute, it's just not looking positive. Tyler Morton and Dak have come out to get warmed up. Sure, they're getting a lot of stick from the Reading fans at the minute. But yeah, it's not looking good at the minute. I can't lie. It's not looking positive. Let's see what else we've got. Here, chaps. Are we as bad as people are saying we are on the message board? Rovers, JJ. I hate to break it to you, but we are playing just as bad as people are saying at the minute. We're just not looking good whatsoever. Diaz out for a corner for them again. I think they've had about 6 or 7 corners already. It's not looking good whatsoever. What's going on here? Who is your favourite player not at Blackburn? Tough one. Wait till after this corner, I'll answer that for you, I promise. Another Reading corner. It's not good. I think it's Incy swinging it in again. That's another good ball. It is. That's got to be 2-0. No, managed to get rid of it. I think Ash Phillips dealt with it there, and Hoylett's running it back in. He's running around the players like it's for fun. Good block by Buckley there, I think. And we're counter-attacking. Jack Vale down the left. It's a 4-on-2 at the minute in favour of them. Straight through. Lumley looks out of it, and it's managed to get cleared by Yadon. Positive though. It's a change. It's positive. It's a step in the right direction. That's all we can ask for. So who's your favourite player that's not a Blackburn Rovers? Probably Giles, even though he's at Middlesbrough. You know, he joined us for half a season. He weren't the best, but I wish him all the best. He's a good player. Hopefully the gaffer does his job and corrects his players during half time. I don't think it's about correcting the players. I don't think there's anyone to correct really here. I think it's more just, I think the passing style we're trying to play doesn't fit Reading. You know, against West Brom we saw a lot of long balls over the top, and they all did well. All the balls that went over the top seemed to get us a path through, but Reading have managed to hold this 4-4-2 to absolute perfection. I don't think they're at 4-4-2 on paper, but the way they've gone in, you've got your 4 at the back, and then you've got your 4 in midfield just sat in front. And now they've gone 5 at the back, and we've got Sammy Schmadix on the ball at the minute. Terry Stalling, and yeah, it's not nothing's come from it, and they're just going to counter attack again and get a foul. Phillips is closing down Shea Long, but yeah, like I was saying, they're currently playing 5 at the back with 3 in midfield, 2 up front, and we're passing it around the back against 2 players. So what are we meant to do when we're just passing it round against 2 players when there's still, when you get past them 2 players, still another 9 to get past? It's stupid, but you know, in JDT we trust. Hopefully something can come from it. Rotherham put 4 past this lot this weekend. Come on, Rovers. FFS. Yeah, it says a lot really, doesn't it? I think that we really need to be showing a lot more than we are right now. I think that still a lot more to come from us. I think this half time can't come quick enough, because at the minute they look like they should have put 3 or 4 past us at this point. It's not ideal. Here we are. Bring on Dak and Morton, exactly what I was thinking. I think Morton's a game changer, personally, for me. I think that some of the passes he plays are so positive getting up the field. I think what we need is Diaz, who's making some good runs and he isn't receiving the ball. If we get Morton on, I think we'll manage to play that ball through to Diaz. And I think the only way to do that is through Morton. I think he's the only one who can play them balls without a problem. Favourite player not at Blackburn, Austin FC. Hey, if you're up from the American way, I'm sure if Jared was on here, you could have a nice little conversation. Is it going to be 2 set pieces? Honestly, it's the set pieces that are getting us throw-ins. But it looks like, wait a minute. Oh, Lumley made a mistake there, but the ball went straight into the stands, and apparently the 2-ball system doesn't work in the Championship because the ball wasn't played to Diaz straight away. So that's a missed out opportunity. But yeah, if like I was saying before about your comment, Domenico, if Jared was here, I'm sure he could have a lovely conversation with you about it. Unfortunately, I don't know much about him. If you want to tell me more in the comments, make sure to drop it below. I'm always willing to learn about players. Really need some bodies in, 3 at least for me. Yeah, we need some centre backs. I think we need a couple of centre backs and a full back. I think we need the centre backs for depth, 100%. But no slander for Pickering, but he's not looking good enough at the minute. Diaz, we're trying to play that long ball over the top. It ain't working for us. We've done it about 500 times now. We're approaching the 45th minute mark, and not once has it worked out. If you played professional and had the chance to play with whoever you wanted, who would it be? If I had a chance to play with one player, who would it be? Probably would have been when Pedersen was at Blackburn with Pedersen. If not, then I know it's out there and very much out there whatsoever. But I'd say for me, Santi Cazorla at Arsenal, he was unreal. I would have loved to play with him. He had two left feet and 2 right feet. He was that good. Here we are. Give it to Diaz. Yeah, about 3 things about Diaz. Yeah, we're trying to play it over the top to Diaz. It just isn't working out at the minute. It's not going well for us. It's not ideal. And another one of the players is down now, but nothing's been given. We're playing on. The defence always gets ignored. Time to change. I think we've tried to. I think the way we've tried to deal with the defensive situation is, if we play Ash Phillips at the back and he makes a mistake, it's Ash Phillips. He's 17. We go to it. We look around there. We go, he's 17. He's a very good player. He's 17. Mistakes going to happen. It's all about learning. I think that's how we tried to cover up the situation. Rovers can't say they haven't tried to get a centre back in. We've tried to get Ahmed Azovic. We know how much. Vale's done well there. Vale's done really well there. We've tried to get Ahmed Azovic in. Reading are nasty. They keep on trying to waste chances when they can. They keep trying to throw the ball away. It's not nice football that's getting played at the minute. It's not football. Honestly, it feels like I'm watching Usvik versus Joshua. That's happening this Saturday. It's horrible. But yeah, we tried to get defenders in, but we're covering up with the fact that Ash Phillips is 17 and problems going to happen with him at 17 years old. Has Dolan touched the ball this half? I think the only thing that's nearly come positive was from Dolan when he was trying to run up the wing. He kept the ball in play and then tried to play it down the wing, and it just didn't work out for us. A Liverpool supporter friend of mine is annoyed about Morton coming to us. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, well, I don't blame him. I've got a stepbrother who plays with Tyler Morton, and it's half time. Not a good half. If you've been watching the game, make sure to drop in the comments what you think about this half. But I'll give you a little summary now from my perception. I don't think.
I think for me, it's the Pickering in left back. He just doesn't look comfortable at all today. There's too much going past him. A couple of weeks back, for me this season, he's just not been on it.
Yeah,
he's not been on it, and in that left back position, he looks far too uncomfortable today.
Well, when we watched him against QPR, you said he didn't look right, didn't you?
I mean, the pressure's all over him.
Yeah, and you can see this game. They keep attacking down the right hand side on Pickering's left back. Pickering keeps on getting pushed, and I mean the corner was from his side. We give away the corner at his side of the pitch. It just isn't ideal, really. I think that there's a lot of work to be done. I hope JDT has a good word, because he needs to have a good word with them, because at the minute it's not looking ideal whatsoever. I think we can't change Picker inside, we can't. But what we can do is bring Tyler Morton on, and we can see Travis. Travis is covering the right side of midfield perfectly to perfection. But on the left side of the midfield, Buckley isn't coping. He keeps getting pushed off the ball physically. I mean, West Brom are big lads, very, very big boys. So trying to beat them physically, it's just not going to happen, is it? And aerial duel-wise, we've seen it from the corner. Every corner we concede, they seem to win the ball. We're just looking not to concede 3 or 4 goals by it, to be honest with you. So this next half, we need to go out there. We need to go out there and just switch it up. We do, because these long balls over the tops of Diaz ain't working. I said that maybe Gallagher shouldn't start because he's going to get beat in the air, but maybe we need to bring him on because he's the only chance we have of beating anyone in the air. But yeah, this sums it up pretty much. What a load of, we have been absolutely rubbish. And if you can hear anything in the background, it's tea time. And just go down, grab some grub.
I'm just looking to take one. Not big fan of chili.
Oh, that's fine.
Do you want Austin there?
No, that's fine. Sure you do you, man.
Would you like a jelly baby? Would you like a jelly baby?
But yeah, as you can see, we're all not happy. All of us, everyone's leaving the room.
A bit miffed, to be honest. It's not going well for the Rovers.
It's not ideal. But let's see what can happen second half. Here we are. 7-7, 8-8. Here we are. What change would you make at half time? Preferably, I'd change it all, to be fair. If I could change anything, I'd change everything that's going on at the minute. We need to sort out what's going on in defence because they keep getting in behind way too easily. Tom Ince's having an absolute party down the left side. He's getting in way too easily. It's not ideal. I keep saying it's not ideal. But need to get Dolan on the ball more if we can. Yeah, if we can, then we can. If we can't, we can't. It might be that Dolan has to come off. I don't think we should. He's probably one of the more positive footballers there. But yeah, let's see what can happen there. I hope he grows. What was the famous halftime rant? You know how it goes. You know the drill. They take a few games to get going, to get up to speed. Yeah, well, we were already up to speed. We should be going out there. First 45, only on Rovers half. Not too sure what to say to that, but there we are. Mowbray couldn't change a game at half time. Will be very interesting to see if JDT can. Yeah, I think this is where we have a lot of faith in JDT might actually begin. To be fair, I think if we can get JDT in, if we can get JDT to turn anything round with not making any changes and just the way we play changes, then that's preferable. That's what we want really. 45-minute played on Rovers half. Yeah, not too sure to say to that. What a load of rubbish. Yeah, Rovers got halfway only to turn back. Yeah, that's it. Negative football. Negative football. If you look at the heat map after the game at half time, we've played more with the ball in our own half than we have in their half. I'm lost for words for that half, to be honest. Look at this. Our passing accuracy is... Yeah, no. Aerial duels won. They've won 65% compared to ours, 35%. It's not ideal. It's not. Honestly, it's not ideal. But, we can only hope for the best, really. I hope that turns around, brings Sam Gallagher on, maybe. For them, clearances 7. That's all they have done. For us, 14. 14 clearances against Reading. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? I can't believe we're doing 14 clearances against Reading in the first half alone. At the end of the game, you'd be thinking 9 clearances, but 14 clearances at half time against Reading. You've got to be taking the absolute mick. No keepers have made a save. Nothing whatsoever keeper-wise. It shows Joe Lumley, we've seen it last week. He's not the best of keepers. He's not that good of a keeper. And, he should be testing him. It doesn't matter. We saw one test from Diaz. That's it. And that was him managing to, get a shot away, and it just went left-hand side of the post. And, that shouldn't be happening. We should get some more shots on target. Travis, Buckley, get it all going. But, yeah, I think today you lacked of personality as a team. Yeah, we've lacked personality of the team massively. I thought it was about me then. I was like, well, if you watch the game, you'll see why I'm like this. But yeah, I think that personally, I think there's nothing going forward. We're relying too much on this defence. I thought we were going to come into this game keeping hold of possession, doing whatnot, but we've done nothing, and it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It really is embarrassing half from Rovers. And if nothing changes in the second half, then I think there's a lot of apologies to go out to the fans, because it's been way off the mark that we're familiar with from the start of the season. So Vale off, Big Sam on, more shooting from distance, also crossing to Sam, see what his half-time talks are like. Yep, agreed. Again, I think Galley needs to come on. Galley brings much more of an aerial threat. I think he'll deal with the ball in the air a lot better than Vale has. There's been a lot of times the ball's been played over the top and Vale's tried to bring it down, and he just can't. He's getting held by your Dom. You've got 2 players on him, and there's no support to him as well, which, Gallagher doesn't need that support that Jack Vale does. Don't get me wrong. I'm not questioning Vale's quality whatsoever. Vale's a very good player. We know he's a very good player when he's on his day, but come on, like he's getting 2 people on him at once, and there's no help whatsoever. What are you meant to do? You can't do anything. We've got another one here. Prefer Dolan more centrally and get Hedges on the right. Yeah, another way to go about things. I think preferably you take Dolan off for Hedges and keep Diaz in the number 9 role. But let's see how it goes. Got here Travis criminally underrated outside Blackburn. Bring Tyler on. Gallagher on for a bit for physicality. Yeah, that's true. I think that's. I hope you're not saying Tyler won't for physicality. We know that's not your strong point, but Gallagher definitely bringing him on. Show the Reading back 5 they've got going at the minute that if you want to play a bit of tussle, we can tussle straight back. Michael Pearson looked like we need an extra man in midfield. I mean, we've just been outplayed in midfield, haven't we? It's been ridiculous. It's been so stupid. But let's see. You never know. There's always enough time. We've got another 45 minutes to play. Half-time result. Yesterday's results 1-1. Watford, Birmingham. It's all coming up here. You all know the straw. But yeah. Stoke City, Middlesbrough 1-1. They're in the second half now. Reading 1-0 against us. Sheffield United 1-0 against us. And Cardiff also drawing at the minute. 2 centre-backs and a left-back in, please. Yeah, left-back's much needed. Pickering today hasn't been good enough whatsoever. No slander to him. I don't like to put any slander on any players, but he hasn't been good enough. I'm sure he knows that as a player. And, only room for improvement from there. Someone, we don't know who you are, but it's someone. Don't know why so many Rover fans thought this was going to be walkover. It was never going to be after their result last weekend. Lucky to get a point here. 2-0 Reading for me. Right. Well, there you go. At least there's a different insight on it there. He thinks that Reading are going to absolutely run away with it. Hoping for Galley to come on. His work rate and height needed. Yeah. I mean, I don't think as Rovers fans we've ever cried for Galley more to come on the pitch in our lives, have we? I mean, physically, we've just been so dominated. So dominated. It's ridiculous. But Gallagher can come in. Can he make the change? We'll see. We'll see if he even comes on. JDT's half-time talks need to be harsh. They do. But it needs to be done. It needs to be done. Otherwise, we're going to get walked all over again from that midfield. And, it's something I mentioned. Aerial duels, physicality-wise, we're going to get dominated. But that's when we need to play clever. I bring Galley on too. Took his chances nicely at the West Brom game. Yeah, he played amazing, didn't he? He played good. Give it to Reading though. In seems to have done his homework. Yeah, seems to have done something. I don't think it's anything that they would have done differently for anyone else. I think they're going to be a team this year that every throw-in, every free kick, every time they run down the wing, every corner they get, it's getting absolutely belted into the box, and they're going to cause problems because of the sheer height and physicality of them. So I don't think necessarily it's his homework. I think that playing against us who aren't the best with dealing with them type of situations, we're not the best height-wise. We've got Ayala and Ash Phillips, don't get me wrong. Very tall, very physically present players, but you got Ash Phillips who's 17, who hasn't reached his physical peak yet. You've got only Ayala in there really who in the air is doing anything. So it's an interesting one. We'll see what goes on there. Still, I believe the second half Rovers will do a comeback. Yeah, I think we're all hoping for a comeback this second half. I think that still a lot more to come from us, definitely. But yeah, we'll see what goes on anyway. Still a point clear at top of the league. Is it good enough against this Reading team? Yeah, we're watching the highlights now. They're showing the highlights, and this Reading corner that comes in, and McIntyre just... Yeah, maybe Kaminsky should have done better. Maybe he should have. Maybe that's a talking point. Maybe Kaminsky should have done a lot better than he did. But at the end of the day, it's a very, very strong header, and you gotta condemn it. I mean, Kaminsky there again. He nearly conceded as a goal. He comes out for a cross, he parries it, and it goes straight to them. Ayala off the line. We're lucky to have Ayala in this team at the minute because he looks like he could be a top team contender in the Championship right now because he's playing out his skin. Absolutely unreal. But yeah, here. I mean, Callum Britton looks like he's been walked all over in the air by Shane Long. We know Shane Long, he's not the biggest of blokes, but he knows how to win an aerial duel. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. That's the All Blackburn. Intrigued to see what JDT does. There you go. That's someone replying to you. Still in this, should be 3-0 up after our goal line heroics. We should punish them now. Yeah, I think that's something that JDT is going to talk about. I think he's going to say, look, this is the chances they've had. It's not on. It's not. It's not. It's really not on. It's one of them ones where, you know, should we be getting dominated by Reading? Should we? That's something that you guys can debate between yourselves. Personally, for me, definitely not. I think we shouldn't be getting dominated the way we are. I think JDT is going to have a strong look at the team and go, you know what? Vale, I'm sorry, mate. You're not looking up to it physically. Dolan, you're not looking up to it physically. Gallagher, Hedges on. We've got a full-blown strong attack there, and maybe we can push on there onwards. But, you know, again, we'll see what goes on. We'll see what goes on. We've been maintaining 50 viewers throughout the stream. It's good to see. Thank you all for joining. I know it's only half-time, boring times, and not a very good time with us 1-0 down, but thank you for all those who are tuning in. It's always nice to have you guys in here. Got Michael Pearson here. Triple change according to Rich Sharp. There you go. Didn't know that. I'm going to go on Twitter now and actually read a little bit more into that because I'm quite intrigued into that. Be nice to see what's going on. Dolan, Vale, Schmodix look to be the three going off. Schmodix has looked physically outdone. Vale and Dolan, like I said there, yeah, they need to come off. They've not looked up to the challenge, really, have they? What's this? Let me try and get that back up because that looked interesting. We looked tired today after that West Brom game. Took it out of us with too many sloppy passes. Hopefully, we can get a goal and push on. I don't think we've looked tired today. I think we've done a lot of running still. I just think we look very sloppy. Like you said there, the sloppy passes have made us look bad. We haven't been running about because we've been playing in our half most of the time. I think we need to play a lot more positively. But we'll see how, if anything changes. I hope that things change, you know. But we'll see. JDT has a lot of words to have with the players at the minute. I still think the least it will be a draw. Should get one back. I wouldn't be surprised if Reading held on to it, to be honest there, Ryan, mate. I'm sorry to disagree with you there. But Reading look like they're just chucking everything behind the ball now. So I won't be surprised if it's the 89th minute and they've got all 10 men besides Shane Long if he makes it through the whole game behind the ball, because they're dirty. They look absolutely dirty. Alderzin's always trouble us and revert to an inept manager afterwards every time. It does seem to be like the Poland's little trouble there, doesn't it? Galley's on, Hedges is on. Like I said, I thought that was going to happen. Gallagher's on for Vale, Hedges is on for Dolan, and Dak is on for Schmodix. So there you go. Like I said, I thought something was going to happen. I didn't think Schmodix would get taken off, but he has looked a little bit off par today. Someone else translate that to me. You translate it. Dacky and Hedges coming on. Yeah, always positive. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive indeed. 10 out of 10 save. Let's hope it's a 10 out of 10 save. Keen out. Not too sure what you mean about that, but you spanned it. Keen out. Gallagher needs to come on. Vale is out of depth, sad to say. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. He's a young Welsh lad, expecting a lot from him, but you know, today hasn't really been it. We said before the stream started that this is perfect for the young boys, but it's been quite the opposite, hasn't it, really? But here we are. Engin said, can we ban this guy? I don't know. We might just have to have Keen out throughout the whole thing. Yes, Dacky. Yes, Dacky. All these changes could make for a completely different game in the second half. Yeah, we'll see. Engin predicts a goal in the first 10 would be brilliant. Stechio Doll's put, after Keen out, he's put fake Rovers fan, Keen out for life. No, it's not that. I just don't want to say anything about your comments. You sometimes you online, Charles, you just got to keep your comments to yourself. You know, I like the fact, yeah, okay, you have an opinion on something, but you know, it's not something we want to promote on this page, unfortunately, mate. So I'm keeping that between me and the Rovers chat, whatever we have about that. But unfortunately, we don't want to spread any negativity like that whatsoever. 5 subs, massive in a game like this. Yeah, I mean, it gives us them free changes, doesn't it, to try and play with some. Pickering's lost it again. Pickering's looks way off the mark. I'm sure that Reading players handballed it there. That's definitely a foul. Surely something to come from that. Oh, we've played on. Brereton Diaz down the left. Gallagher, that's a foul. Yeah, foul. Right, we've got a foul down the left side. Let's see what goes on. Can be that way when bloody players come in. Yeah. Blackburn will get goals back. Hopefully we get hopefully we get a goal back. You're on a line, Charlie, because you have a pros on Charlie. Lol. Right, there we are. There you go. Just thought I'd put that out there to show you how embarrassing some people are on the internet. There you go. Some people think that they can do stuff like that, but we don't roll with that across here. We've got Ayala putting a ball back into the box here, and it gets headed straight clear. No surprises there whatsoever. Britain's messed this up, hasn't he? Yeah, Britain's not looked on par. Both fullbacks haven't looked on par today, to be honest with you. They haven't looked good. That looked decent when he came in on Sunday. He did, yeah. I think still we should have brought Morton on instead and maybe push Buckley into that cam role where he won't be getting as much what do you call it? He won't be getting pushed about as much, because I think that battle between Travis and Law and Buckley and Law, it's all been Law at the minute. He's been absolutely dominating. I mean, there we go. Phillips has lost it again. Yeah. Kaminsky's done well there. He's come out. They've come clean through on goal there. It was a 2-on-1. They could have squared it. They probably should have squared it. But, you know, at the end of the day, we've done all right to deal with that. But Phillips has looked off the mark again today. He should have dealt with that way better than he did. But he hasn't done amazingly. Kaminsky's done well there. Kaminsky, he's done very, very, very well there. That's all I can say in that situation. No decent backup for fullback either. Yeah, there's no decent one really, is there? I think that. Oh, is that a foul? Is he giving a foul there? Yeah, they've got another foul there. I think this referee does love Reading. Actually, we're going back to comments before. He looks like he's been giving everything Reading's way. But yeah, like you said, no fullback options. I mean, I wouldn't really want to bring Costello on, not because I'm doubting his abilities. I know he's a good player, but will he live up to the match fitness that's expected? Then we don't know, do we? Sheffield United 2-0 up now. Yeah, wonder who scored that. I don't know. What else have we got here? Big fan of the subs that came out at half. Up the dark. It is absolutely brutal. Every time they attack. Yeah, so at half time, we've got Hedges on, we've brought Gallagher on, and we've brought Daki on. Both look, all 3 of them have looked to make a little bit of a positive impact. We look like we've been playing down Brereton's side a lot more comfortably now. It looks like Gallagher has been making them runs that Diaz was making, but instead of Diaz getting onto them, looks like Diaz has been playing them for him because Vale just couldn't find that ball that was needed. The stream has gone down again. It won't be a minute. Hopefully that comes across now. Evening all, evening Paul. Could this be the time for Hedges to get his goal? Hey, we all hope so. I hope it's Hedges' time. I mean, he's already had his time and he's got a couple of assists this season already. He seems to be absolutely booming it out at the minute. Not one to blame referees, but we always seem to be shafted by refs if it's not costing us as such today, but could become a problem if it's quite worrying. I mean, last season, there's a few games last season, weren't there, where there was a few refereeing disasters that cost us some key points. So you know what, I'm not going against you there, mate. I think that the refs has been poor today, but we shouldn't be conceding this amount of chances anyway for the ref to even for the ref to be even putting us in this possession in the first place, because every time they go forward, they look like they're going to score like now. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. Borough 2-1 up now. Ryan Edwards, another flash score update here. Ryan Edwards. If you know who scored, just drop it down below who you think scored. Just keep on playing Sam Gallagher all the time. I think Sam Gallagher, I mean, we saw it against West Brom. He can be a key player. He can have his games where, you know, like any other player, he just doesn't look like he's on the mark. But this season, he looks like this is going to be his season, doesn't it? Anniversary today, so Rovers. Yeah, Paul, happy anniversary. I hope you're having a good day. I hope that the Rovers don't manage to mess your day up. It looks like we're playing a lot more positive second half wise. I say that Britain's just giving the ball away again. It's not looking good whatsoever. I know I keep saying it over and over, but it's the most polite way I can put it. Watmore scored for Middlesbrough. I believe that's his second today. But yeah, we keep playing sloppy balls all over the place. It's not good passing. It's poor passing. But let's just hope it improves. JDT's word at half-time hasn't done anything to the passing, put it that way. Sheffield United's updates come through now. Law scored for them. Seems to be having another strong season. Our Law, they've had another shot. It was Amadou Law again, outside the box. We all know they're not scared of having a crack outside the box. I think it was last game. They had about 7 shots outside the box against Rotherham. We know they're not scared of having a pop, but I think we need to start showing that we're not scared. Dak, there we go. That's the type of pass we need in midfield. Very calm, composed passing. Hedges lost the ball, but he's getting a foul out of it. So that's all we can ask for. What more again? So we are all over the place defensively today. Marking and pressure has been lost at best. Yeah, we've not looked good, have we? Gals wasn't utilised properly here. Yeah, you see it with Middlesbrough. I mean, I know he scored that on goal in the last game, but he's been utilised perfectly there in the wing-back role, hasn't he? He's been seeming to play at his best there. And it just wasn't a system that Mowbray wanted to play more. I think Mowbray was more thinking, let's get Giles in, good player, get him in, a very positive signing. But if you're not going to play him properly, he's not a good signing, is he? So let's see how things go. Just changed to a Jagielka on goal on live score. So let's see if that comes through. Jagielka, he's been around for a bit, give him a break. Phillips says, is that onside? Phillips has nearly just scored a goal. Good save by Lumley. I mean, we've been absolutely slandering him from the start, but a very good save. Dak gets the ball. He does what Dak does best, a nice little cheeky pass through. And Phillips manages to get a good shot off into the top left, but Lumley manages to pull off a good save at the same time too. Positive though. I think that's our first shot on target this half. I think it's our first shot on target all game, actually. But a corner for us, I think, let's see, not the same since Bradfredo has left, said Stenchy. All right. A bit of an argument here. Every time we concede a set piece, there seems to be an argument on who's marking who and who's doing what. So, you know, let's hope we can really frustrate him here. Ayala, has he just got himself a red? No, he's got himself a yellow. Ayala, I think he should be sent off. I think he could be getting sent off if he's not careful. He's just pushed Holmes in the face from a corner. He's proper gone for it here. He's pushed him in the face. He's fallen to the floor and he's absolutely just gobbed in his mouth. Gobbed straight at him whilst he's on the floor. But yeah, I think he's getting frustrated. I think Holmes is trying to frustrate him there. But it's another corner. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not going to be ecstatic if we score because we shouldn't be 1-0 down in the first place. Right, gobbed in his mouth. I meant he's using his gobby mouth is what I meant. But yeah, that's one to clip for you. It looked like he tried to... Here we are, second corner. Lumley's got that. Penalty, that's got to be a pen. Rest played on. That should have been a pen to Blackburn there. This is when you need VAR, really, and we're getting counted here. Tom Ince is closing down Kaminsky. Kaminsky, does he deal with it well? He's put it Yeah, okay. We've dealt with that. That should have been a penalty. Brad Friedel. Someone's just put unfair to compare any Rovers keeper to Brad Friedel. Brad Friedel is comfortably one of the top 5 best Premier League goalkeepers of all time. Wow. Well, that's a big shout. That's a big shout. I'm getting that on screen just to prove. Top 5 of all time. You can debate that between yourselves, but that's not something I'm going to speak upon. Massive penalty shouts here. There's one penalty there that should have been given against Gallagher. Lumley's absolutely scuffed it. Phillips wins the ball back, and he's been kicked into the back of he's been kicked in his back. Should be a pen. Had 2 penalty shouts there. Should be a pen, but you know, we carry on with it. We can't do anything. Officiating's been poor today. Seems like everything's been going against us, and they've just not given a free kick. So now Reading have got another throw in down the left side, and if anything, it's just going to get trucks back into the boxes, isn't it? Tim Flowers was better. That's something I can agree upon. Come on, Rovers. Yeah, Ryan Edwards. Love to see the support still. Glad to see you still in here, Ryan. Nice to know that you're watching along with us throughout the start, all the way to the finish. But yeah, these throw-ins really do look like free kicks or corners. I just seen the replay. Penalty all day. Yeah. Have your opinion on the ref. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, definitely a penalty. 2 penalty shouts. Gallagher's was a penalty. Where's VAR? Ian says, unfortunately, mate, we don't have VAR in this league. If we did, then we'd have 2 different penalty shouts there. What do you think as JDT as a manager for Blackburn? What do you think as JDT as a manager for Blackburn as manager? Right, okay. So what do we think as JDT as manager? I mean, so far, they should have scored. Holmes should have scored from post. That should be 2-0 to Reading. They keep getting opportunities. That's the problem. Opportunity after opportunity. What I think is JDT as a manager, you can't say anything bad about him so far, can you? He's nothing but positive energy. I mean, his press conferences are immense, aren't they? Everything he says about the team, everything he has to say about the team is second to none. You can tell he loves the club, and you know that's what you want. You want a manager who loves the club, and he seems to have a complete passion for others. So, you know, can't say a bad word about JDT. He's been top so far, and hopefully there's only more to come. We've got it again in midfield. We haven't lost it this time though, so that's always a positive. We're in the opposition's half, which is actually a positive, to be fair. Here we are. Flowers was good. Obviously, top keeper definitely wasn't better than Brad Friedel. Or Friedel is undisputed best keeper we've ever had. We will never have a keeper of that caliber again. You guys keep it. Oh, save Kaminsky. Massive save. That's why we have him. He's absolutely class keeper. Go. Let's see it here. Shane Long takes a shot, straight chance, and it's not ideal. It's not good. I don't like it. More they get back on the ball, the better. Yeah, you know. Let's see. How's Lumley played so far? Had a shocker last game. There's nothing negative to say about him. We got a West Ham fan. We got a hammer in here. But yeah, nothing bad to say about him so far. He's dealt with it all well. To be fair to him, he's slowed down pace when he's had to slow down pace. And Dak's just come on now, and he's closing him down, and that's something positive to take. We've lost the ball again. Brereton at right back. What's he thinking there? What's he trying to play there? I don't know. But every pass just doesn't seem to come off today. But Lumley, overall, my opinion, it is what it is. He seems to play all right today. He's not put a foot wrong so far. He did concede. He did parry a ball, which led to what should have been a penalty for Phillips, but it hasn't been given. So is it anything bad? No. Kaminsky, yeah. Kaminsky, good save from Kaminsky. Are you watching it? Yeah, I'm watching it right now. I might be a bit behind because it's a stream. So if Reading scored or something and I haven't reacted, then I do apologise. No, it doesn't seem like Reading have scored, but yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it now on the Rovers TV. Yeah. Reading again, just slowing down play in midfield, long ball over the top, and they've got it. They've won it each time. Each time it comes over the top for Reading, they seem to win it, and we seem to get nowhere with it. And it's a goal, yeah. There you go. You're watching it, yeah. 2-0 Reading. Is that a Junior Hoylett goal? Yeah, Junior Hoylett, good goal. Cuts in on the right hand side. Cuts in on Harry Pickering. Pickering's been all weakness today. He just seems to keep getting shafted. He cuts in onto that right foot. He smashes it up under the crossbar, and yeah, you can't argue with that for Kaminski. Kaminski's not put a foot wrong there. Pickering gives it out to Junior Hoylett. Not only does he give it out to Junior Hoylett only has a right foot, lets him cut onto that right foot, clear shot on goal, and it's just, oh, it's so stupid. It's such a stupid goal to concede. I'm watching it now again and again. Pickering could have closed him down. He could have closed him down. It is so stupid. Gives it away. He heads it out to Hoylett. Hoylett, literally on his right foot, he's not even threatening to bring it back to his left. And he just cuts in, and it's such a stupid goal. Such a stupid goal. Someone put, as I said, 2-0 to Reading. Off to bed, see you folks next time. I'm glad you joined in, someone. I'm glad to see someone had a different point of view on the things. I hope you rest up easy, pal. Win 3, lose 1, repeat for the rest of the season. No, let's not get our heads down. It's not, at the end of the day, we started off the game first 45 minutes with a very young lineup, and we've brought on some more experienced players now. We can't put our head down. This is it. With us Rovers fans, we get demoralised too quickly. And, Diaz should have scored. I'm sorry I didn't speak. Hedges gets it on the edge of the box, and he lets a shot off, and he gets blocked, and it comes out to Diaz on the left. And Diaz tries to cut in on his right foot and try and put it in top right. And he just gets it. He gets it horribly wrong and puts it over the bar. But yeah. Like I was saying before, we lose one game and we all get way too demoralised. We shouldn't get demoralised. At the end of the day, we've won 3 on the bounce, and if we lose today, which it's on the cards, of course it's on the cards, but it hasn't happened yet. We shouldn't get demoralised. There's still a long way to go. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. Games like this, even the best of teams lose. Reading fans giving it their all in the stand right now, but best of teams lose these games. It's not ideal, but it's something to move forward from. But let's stay positive. There's still a good 25 minutes of football to play. Still a lot more to come. I would take that for the season. That's promotion form. Exactly. 3 wins, 1 loss. If you're keeping that every time, it is promotion form, and it's automatic promotion form as well. So, let's not get absolutely booed out right now. Let's not all go. I don't want to see anyone, I'm doing the match preview today. I don't want to see anyone today going, oh, we were awful, and JDT out, or I've lost to Reading after last week. It was never going to be easy. It was never going to be easy today against Reading, and they've proven it. It's not an easy game. They're winning 2-0. My apologies if I'm behind and you guys get it on your flash score straight away, but it's an hard one to take, isn't it? Can you put the link to watch the match in the chat? Walker edits. I've paid for Rovers TV. I'm just on a VPN. Probably shouldn't say it, but just on the Rovers chat on a VPN. Junior Hoylett celebration was a bit of rub in the face. Yeah, ex-Rovers player, but at the end of the day, Reading haven't won a game. Well, they've won 1 game this season. That's it. You're expecting the players after 2-0 comfortably against top of the league to go, you know what, look, I'm proving we can do it this season. So ex-Rovers players are not. It is what it is. You're the most optimistic Rovers fan I've seen in a long time. Brother, it's inspiring. Well, I think a lot more people should be a bit more optimistic, because I'm not trying to say we'll get automatics. I'm not trying to say we'll get first. I'm not trying to say we'll get playoffs. It's a season where everything's changing. Everything's changing. We're getting players in. We're playing a lot younger players than we used to play. We're getting Phillips in there. I mean, Phillips is starting against Reading, man, and you can see he's only young. Physicality-wise, he doesn't look up to play. He's shugging one player off. As soon as 2 come onto him, he's done. So it's a long season ahead at the end of the day. Let's not get too like demolish 2-0, say Watford 8 or something like that. You'd much rather lose 2-0, 2-1. Let's see what's going on anyway. No respect to all clubs there. Yeah, they usually. But I think Junior had that many old clubs. If you had to be respectful, be respectful to our championships. So there you go. You're going to respect just the one team because a few of us aren't. Right. I hope we're back. I hope we are back. Actually, this camera quality looks a little bit better. Right. On the phone, on the 4G. And we've still managed to get hold of the Rovers on my TV. So we look like we're all good to go. Still 2-0. Sorry about all the technical issues, guys. But yeah. So, anyway, can we all hear me? Can we all hear me? And can we all see me? Just drop it below if we can. Are we back fully? We seem to have lost quite a few of the viewers, unfortunately. Now we will see how good or bad it is after this match. Paul's saying, now we'll see how bad JDT. Good to go, fully back. Yes, right. Love to see it. Thank you. Right. Stream's going. Need to just restart it quickly. But sorry about that, guys. Yeah, internet, you're bound to run into problems sometimes, and isn't ideal on your first ever live stream for the Rovers game. But if you've got any friends or anything like that, make sure to invite them back and stuff like that. I do apologise for that technical issue that we ran into there, but we've got through it, and it's time to get the Rovers back on. Let's see what we can do here. It might be that I'd give you updates, because at the minute the stream's gone as well. The stream is absolutely knackered. Everything's gone. Something you run into. But one thing that Paul said is, now we'll see how good or bad JDT is after the match. My opinion, I don't think it really matters about this match. It won't say anything about JDT. It will say a lot about his attitude. If he comes out after the game and he goes, you know what, like, wait a minute, what's going on? Right, we're back with the stream as well. Right, if he comes after the game, right, yeah, and he says after the game, oh, you know what, the lads were poor, and it's something we all have to take as a team. We're all rubbish, and we want to say thank you, sorry to the lads out there today. Then fair enough, that is a fair response. But if he says today, like, oh, the referee weren't on our side and whatnot, yes, it is fair, but that's not the attitude I personally want to see. Personally, for me, I want to see him, because we played rubbish. It doesn't matter what the ref does. We played rubbish today, and there's no slack going out to any players there. There's no slack going, oh, you're a rubbish player. You're not a rubbish player. We just played rubbish today. Like, at the end of the day, I think we have to embrace it and take it on the chin today. I think we have to go, you know what? It's not been the best of days. It's not been ideal, but let's move on now. But anyone who's coming back in, I see people are coming back in now. Apologise about that before. Ran into an internet issue. Do apologise. And again, corners. It's still 2-0, but corners has been absolutely rubbish. Open reach employee here. Need any internet problems sorted? I'm your guy. I love to see that, Ian. I'll make sure to pop you a bell next time the internet goes down. Hopefully you can get it up within 30 seconds instead of missing 5 minutes of this half. Our passing today has been woeful. Just need to tighten it up, and if we can score and plant that seed of doubt, we could fight our way back into this. And you're right, again. I don't think anyone in this chat, there's been a couple of people who have come in and said whatnot, no one's been wrong. No one has been wrong. If you look at this game, we have been really, really, really bad in possession. And that's something we haven't seen under JDT. That's something that, Hedges. I mean, at least Hedges and Dak have been a lot more positive. But yeah, what do you call it? Like I was saying, I think that we just need to sort out this problem with the passing. I think Reading are a team that, with the way we want to play, sometimes we want to get that ball over the top and it works out for us. Works out against the big teams that are playing this high pressing football. But Reading just like to sit back. We need to come with a game style against these teams as well. Get round to his green box and move him to the top marks. Oh yeah, Rovers C's viewership went up because of that. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's bound to happen. I do apologise yet again, but I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. You run into these issues, you try and deal with them as professionally as you can, and that's what I've tried to do. But yeah, again, I'm watching now, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised the Reading player hasn't been sent off, to be completely honest with you, because the way they've been playing, time wasting. I'm surprised you haven't seen the yellow card for time wasting. But one thing that's not good to see, but that's positive to see, is that some of the Reading players are going down with cramp at the minute. There's been a couple now that have gone down with cramp, and you know that shows how tireless we are. We're running around completely, but you know hopefully it's one of them ones where you know can score 2 or 3 now, but we'll see. Again, having problems with the stream, got internet issues this time, but 3-0 apparently. Who scored? Who scored, guys? What's happened? Who scored? We're about to see it now. We're a little bit behind, but I'll let you know what goes on now. But that's it, isn't it? It's getting over, really, 3-0. Just one of them ones you got to take on the chin, really. You know, JDT, like he said in a press conference the other day, he was saying, weren't it? He was saying that at the end of the day, people are expecting us to finish the season on maximum points, and we can't do that at the minute. It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yep.
Really rubbish.
Cut off again.
Yeah, it keeps cutting off. Internet went down and everything. But yeah.
By a guy called Lucas.
Lucas Jow.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucas Jow with a goal. I wish I could tell you guys what happened, but the stream's been absolutely rubbish today. Hopefully we can update you. Hope that the fans leave now to get back a little bit early. If you're catching the coach, which they will be doing, they won't be getting back any earlier. They'll just be waiting longer for the coach. That's it. I know it'll be tough, but no excuses. We've been very poor. And again, you're right. We've been absolutely shambles today. We've been absolute rubbish. It has been absolutely disgusting how bad we've played today. I think that we need to have a word with when JDT gets into his press conference anyway. He needs to be letting the fans know how apologetic he is, because this performance hasn't been good enough whatsoever. We've been very below par from what we've seen from the start of the season, and I think that, you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad that we did play bad against these compared to anyone, because if this was Norwich or anyone, Middlesbrough, any other team, this would be an 8-0 slapping. It would be absolutely smashed. So let's see what's going on.
The choice.
Hedge has got the ball now. I'm really hot because I'm fuming about this result. Let's see if we can get one. What would be nice to see is if we can get a goal with.
Pickering off yet?
No, Pickering's not off. Pickering's been at fault for the second goal as well. Junior Hoylett, right, cuts in onto his right foot, yeah, and Pickering doesn't even close the gap between him and the goal. Hoylett just smashes it. It goes off the top side of the crossbar.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, we're not looking good whatsoever. The curse of Poland, it keeps chasing us. The championship, in a nutshell, Rotherham 4-0 Reading, Rovers 2-1, Reading bending us over. Yeah, we've been absolutely rubbish, haven't we? So you do weekday matches, and it's not Garrett, it's Jared does week. We'll see. If Jared is going to make it a permanent thing, where during the week he wants his daughter to watch the weekday matches with him, then it'll probably be me on the weekdays, because quite frankly, unless it's a home game, if we're doing home weekdays, I'm at the game, so that really comes down to whatever Dan decides to do with them. But we'll see. We both know that I've got a stream and Jared's got a stream now, so we'll see what goes on. You know, at the end of the day, me and Jared are both positive guys, so we'll only speak good about Rovers. You know, when we play rubbish, we'll say we played rubbish. But at the end of the day, it's a very, you know, it's going to be a very controversial season this season with Rovers. We'll go on a 10-game winning streak and then we'll lose about 2 in a row. I can tell it's going to be one of them seasons, but I think that top 10, with the way we're playing, not today, but the way we've been playing the past 3 games before that, top 10's not beyond us whatsoever. What else have we got? Incy Masterclass, yeah. Here we are. Everyone's coming in with them. You going Bradford away on Tuesday? I mean, I'm a Blackburn lad. I'm in Blackburn at the minute, so we'll see what goes on. I think I might be going to the Sheffield United game. I think Jared's going to be doing that game live stream, so we'll see what goes on. Hopefully, hopefully I'll be getting to most away games that are local enough, you know, with Yorkshire. So we'll see what goes on. Another Inti masterclass, the curse of Poland. Yeah, it's not been good, has it? It really hasn't been. Reading fans are absolutely giving it in the background. They're absolutely loving this, which they will do. You know, you sat 18th. You sat 18th in the table, right? And you sat 18th on the table. You're playing top of the league. You're going to be loving this result, aren't you? You know, you've never been to a take without a take card. Why have you got my sliders on?
No.
No, I used to take card.
This is it, guys. It's come to that point now with this stream where you guys don't speak about, good about everyone. One reason I like watching you guys, both you and Jared, are true supporters, and it's clear to see. Keep it up, even with the rubbish results. Yeah, at the end of the day, you know, results like this, for all we know at the minute, is that they come once every now and then with the JDT era. But I can see a lot more losses coming. But the rest called it back. Like we've took a throw in about a metre out of place, and the rest called it back. It's just ridiculous now. This ref's definitely got an agenda. Colin Britton's coming off. I think it's the wrong fullback to come off. I think it should be Pickering coming off. Colin Britton's coming off for Teo Eden. We saw him against West Brom. He didn't do anything, did he? He was rubbish against West Brom. So let's hope he can do something today. Wait, is it Brett? No. Wait, we're bringing Brereton Diaz off for Teo Eden.
Because that's a great call, mate.
That's brilliant. So our most attacking threats getting brought off for Teo Eden, right? Brilliant. You know, I don't like speaking negative, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, like I was saying about me and Jared, we don't. The only thing I've probably ever said negative on the Rovers chat is about Ryan Amber, and that was because I was fuming at the time about him leaving to Wigan. But yeah, Teo Eden one for Brereton Diaz. It's just so stupid. So stupid. Teo Eden. He's causing problems straight away. Here we are. Of course, can't go a championship season, win every game. Come back to me in 3 months, and I'll give you a different perspective. Long. Yeah. No, I think in 3 months' time, if we're sat top 6 or top 8, I think any Rovers fans living in dreamland. I thought start of the season, I thought maybe we're going to be in the bottom half. Because I really thought maybe we were, because we weren't playing the best. Teo Eden's through.
I'm going up, mate.
All right, no, been closed down, been tackled. But yeah, in 3 months' time, everyone expects us to be bottom half of the table, to be honest with you. So to be where we are now is incredible. You know, really, really good. You can't talk any smack about this team right now, because should we be where we are now? Should QPR, first game of the season, everyone's thinking, should we have been beating them? Probably not. Second game of the season, we went to Swansea. Should we be beating Swansea last season? Probably not. 2 games that we've got under our belt, and you're thinking straight away, hey, we're doing all right. West Brom was the confirmation that we look impressive this year. Okay, we haven't looked impressive tonight, but there's still a lot more to come. A lot more to come. At least we are still top of the league. We go again Saturday. Yeah, of course. And even one goal, not even one goal, is pathetic. You know, there's probably going to be about 3-4 minutes by the time here. So we've still got 10 long dreaded minutes to play. So, you know, we were through here again. Teo Eden, he's going to shoot in it. And he's missed. Which, you know, positive though. Positive, Teo Eden got the ball, and he's what I like to see about him today, he's playing a lot more in we see the versatility of Teo Eden. We know he can play left back, centre mid, and also he can play left wing. And he's coming to I believe what is more of a central role, because he seems to be more in the central role anyway. And he's got the ball, and he's taken 1 on, he's taken 2 on, and he's put it just right off the post. So, you know, it's positive. It's different from what we've been seeing all game, and that's what matters. I think that's the first time I've seen Teo Eden actually do something attacking wise in a Rovers shirt. That's outstanded me a little bit. Not even outstanded, just made me go. At least he had a go. Sam Gallagher. There you go. That's why he's been brought on. At the end of the day, Sam Gallagher's been brought on for that. That's literally what he's been brought on for. Winning them aerial duels that we haven't been winning all game. They're down. Another cramp injury for them. I mean, if it was 1-0 at this point, you'd be thinking, go out, attack. What else have we got going on here? It's just negative. Right, Taylor Eden. Ever since Eden's come on, he's looked like our best player, to be fair. He's won the ball here. And he keeps tussling. With him. Good tackle, yeah. At the end of the day, it's one of these games now. We're going to take a 3-0 loss. I wish we could do the post-match now, to be honest. I want this to be over. I want this to be over with.
It's not me. It's right now. I don't know. Chewing it. Is it that bad? No, I'm fucking done.
Not great, this. It's a shame we couldn't get a win. It's the anniversary of Jack Waters' death today too, a great man. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, 22 years since, and this is the type of game. You'd think that JDT would be going out and saying, you know what, at the end of the day, this is a game with a lot of meaning behind it. The man who made Blackburn Rovers in a way, the man who, you know, pumped his whole life into the club, died today, 22 years ago, and it's ridiculous. It's a rubbish performance. It's a performance that's definitely to be forgotten. But you know, we have to look at the positives and go, you know, we've played 3 games before this, won all 3, and this is a wake up call. We need I'd rather get a wake up call now, a realistic smack in the face from Reading, going, you know what, you might think that you're going to run away from this, but just know you're in the Championship. Anything can happen. This is a league where anything could happen, but you know, we'll see. It looks like it's going to end 3-0. I don't know if it's even bothering watching the rest of this now, to be fair, but I'm going to for the stream because I have to. Leave comments down below what you think about today's game, because this post-match interview, whatever you want to call it, interview, I'm acting like I'm one of the players. But this post-match, I want to get it done quickly because I'm not happy. I've got to be out after this, and I'm not in a good mood. How many minutes by the time has there been? 7 minutes added time. Never mind. We've got a long way to go. Yeah, we've got a long way. We are not alone. Middlesbrough just threw away their first win of the season in added time. I mean, it's positive. I mean, that's almost like positive for us. Oh, it's not 7. It's 1 minute by the time. I'm wrong. Just a minute, thank God. And we've lost. I'm pretty much sure you guys already know that we've lost this game. If you're FA for JDT in the English League, seems Reading played a physical game, which was Reading played a physical game, which wasn't expected. I'm guessing you meant. Definitely intrigued to see how he reacts. I agree, Ian, with the fact that maybe it was a physical game, but the fact that it wasn't expected, I think you play against Reading, you definitely expect a physical game. I mean, like we kept going on about before the game, it was aerial duel after aerial duel. Like, very much expected a physical game today. They win most duels in midfield. I mean, here, look, Gallagher's trying to get past them. He's been absolutely bodied, and that's Sam Gallagher. Sam Gallagher's one of our better players when it comes to physicality, and he's been absolutely bodied off the ball there. And I think the referee will be blowing his whistle now for full time before we know it. But yeah, just drop down below, guys. The people are still in. Just what you think of today's game. I'll run through it all, and yeah, hopefully next time we can go through a bit more of a positive game. I'm really confused. Is this a minute or 7 minutes? It says at the minute 1 minute added time, but I feel like it might be 7 minutes, and that they've got it wrong in here. Junior highlights off, Clark's off. Highlights getting a round of applause for that goal, fully deserved. He has been very, very, very good today. He seems to have Picker in his back pocket today, really.
Definitely intrigued to see how JDT responds to this game. I'm intrigued too. I think it'll be different to see. You know, all we've had so far is JDT spreading his positivity about how well his team's played and how good they've been. Now it'll be nice to see how he reacts when it comes to a defeat. So yeah, let's see. You know, let's just move on from this and get on Saturday, get on board with it and see what happens. Morton's coming on now. I think it's a little bit too late here for Morton to be coming on. Sunderland game are 7+ minutes extra time, hoping they equalise. They have a corner. Yeah, we're taking Phillips off now, which is a bit stupid. I mean, if you're going to take Phillips off any time, then it would have been a lot earlier to try and get that 4th goal. But I'm just searching now, Blackburn Rovers, to see if it is 7 minutes added time, because I'm guessing it's 7 minutes. We are deep into added time. If so, yeah, we are 7 minutes added time. Nothing's going to come from this. Hopefully we can get a goal. I mean, if we can take a positive from a goal, then we cannot go wrong. Ryan Edwards, we need Sepp to sign ASAP. Yeah, no, 100%. I think Van der Berg, I mean, he had a year and a half at Preston. He played amazing, didn't he? He was a great player for Preston. And I think he is one of the answers that we need. I think Ayala has shown today that, yeah, he's a brilliant player, but, well, not today. He's shown he's a brilliant player during the season, but today he showed that he has got a game in him where he isn't up to scratch with it all. I think today has been one of them games. Again, now Brereton doesn't look up to the mark. Brereton's not done anything outstanding for me this season, but I'm not trying to slack him. I think he's a brilliant player. I think that he was the right sign to make at right back. Playing it back to Travis now. It's just backwards football. It's what we've seen all game, really. Backwards football, that's all it is. So let's see if we can get anything from this game. If we can take away a goal, anything, just a goal would do the job. Again, Gallagher's putting himself on the line. Dak, Hedges, Gallagher, the 3 that came on at half time, have been the only players that I thought to myself, wow, like they've been absolutely amazing. Like not amazing, but been absolutely like heart on the sleeve football. Travis has a whip. Doesn't go in. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Today's just a learning curve, really. A massive learning curve for us all, really. I think that, you know, if this happened against Norwich or anything like that, you're looking at it and you're going, maybe it's because we're playing against these big teams, not ready for that. But it shows that, you know, West Brom Swans, we are ready for these big teams, but we've got slip-ups like this in us, which we have. You know, we're a young team, youngest team in the Championship. Slip-ups like this can cost us really, really badly, to be fair. Ayala plays with an injury for a long time. When you do that, recovery takes longer, yeah, of course. The turnover is too quick for Ayala every 3 days. Yeah, Ayala's one of them players, and that's it. You need rotation with Ayala. Ayala's one of them players where, you know, injury-wise, you know, he's going to get an injury every other game and stuff like that. So you need that rotation there with Van der Berg and hopefully another defender where, you know, we've got a big game coming up. Ayala can play at midweek. We've got Reading, you know. Give Ayala a break. But this is something else. I'm not. This is something that last year you'd expect it, but this year, because of the positive start we've had, you know, it's mind blowing really to see how bad we're doing. Gallagher, he keeps losing it in the air. You know, it's just how good Reading are in the air. It's nothing to do with Galley whatsoever. So 30 seconds, game finishes. I'm pretty sure it's finished for everyone already. Leave your opinion down below. I'll give a quick 5-minute summary on what I think of the game. But yeah, it wasn't good enough today. I think that shows there's plenty to improve on, which I'm happy about. I'm very happy about. You know, I didn't want us going into the season thinking that we had it all in our back pocket. Everything was set. We had this team ready. You know, we've been doing absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's game over now. It's full time. Is it? Hopefully it's full time. Down the wing, Travis to Brereton. And that should be it. That should be full time. Is it full time? Please just blow the whistle. He's not blowing the whistle, put it that way. See you soon, guys. Great stream, bad result, yeah. Work to do, I think. Yeah, 100%. The turnover is too quick for you over 3 days. Richard, thanks. Thanks for joining us, Richard. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, game over. Full time now. I'll give you a little five-minute summary of what I think. You're going to leave any opinions down below, but I think that today, if anything, was probably one of the better things that could have happened to us. You know, I think that it shows that there is massive work to be done. I think that, you know, you can see at fullback with Pickering, there's a big difference in a League One and a Championship left back, and I think that he showed that at left back there's major improvements to be done. I think centre backs, we need a lot of rotation to continue still, because, you know, at the end of the day, come on, I mean, you can give Phillips all the credit in the world, but today he didn't look on it. It really shows that he's only 17 still. I think that Ayala needs a lot of work on as well. I think that he can't be playing constantly, like week in, week out, because he hasn't got the facilities for it. And also, I think that midfield really showed that, you know, that we need that rotation there. I think Tyler Moore got brought on. He weren't that bad, but he really does need improving. But once again, thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next stream.